love you. You'd be good. Maybe Grandma will throw it a few times. Daughter's puppy's the best, man. Alright, let's get this. Alright. Let's get these games in. We'll get these finished up first. Last game to finish this one, eh? So, while I go through an AI event just to get the rewards, right? And my AI conveniently plays for me against the AI, which I think is the dumbest thing ever that this is possible. However, it's in here, so I'm going to use it for now. Would much rather do this video, show the gameplay while I'm playing. But that's just a side note. That's one of many things I wish was different in this game, but I wanted to go deeper into that because I released a video talking about how we got to this point in eFootball and how even a lot of eFootball players right now don't really know what's going on. Like the history of the game, where the game's at now compared to where it was, what the game stands for now compared to what it stood for, and that's what I want to go into. What's up, Mustafa? How are you? Let me get this out of here. Boom. Get rid of this. Alright. Good there. Alright, let's get this started. So, eFootball is a game that has a rich history, right? Now, if you go back in time, you're not going to see eFootball anywhere. That's because it's a new name. Just like FIFA is now renamed FC. But the same development company and the same roots. Even though they're very hard to see in eFootball. Now, I just released a video essentially talking about how we got to where we're at with eFootball and how FC, formerly FIFA, and EA Sports relate and have a part in where we're at with eFootball, right? So the bottom line is this. If you go back to classic PES and took their just general player base and made one person out of it, right? And that person came and watched the new eFootball, he would be disgusted. He or she would be absolutely disgusted because the game has gotten so far from what it always stood for. So I don't want to go too far into this because I talked about it in my last video, but this is the basis for where I'm going today. And I want to know your feedback on what I see, right? So the bottom line is, back from the time PES started, and then obviously around the world it had different names, right? Like International Superstar Soccer, Winning 11, stuff like that. All Konami's creations. They like had a company that split off into different divisions, and then they would try like a more arcade mode game, then a more realistic game. But like PES was the more realistic game and also like the marquee game as far as football goes for Konami, okay? And they were always the game that the real footballers went to, right? All growing up, because I was fortunate enough to grow up through this era, I didn't realize how lucky I was, right? Where you had two great football games, but two totally different approaches. And there was always jokes, right? The real footballers always played Pez or enjoyed Pez. The kids slash more casual slash like fans of the game but didn't really know or play the game would always go to FIFA. So like a running joke, say you whoop someone in Pez, you would tell them, you need to go pick up FIFA, man, this game's too hard for you. Right? That would be the joke. Because Pez was so much more intricate as far as involving different aspects of the real game. Right? FIFA was more like shoot, pass, run. That's it. But with a way faster pace. Not a realistic pace, but just a faster pace. Whereas Pez would be the game where I'll never forget, like, you would play Pez and they were the first game where you could, like, weight a through ball perfectly, right? Or where a dipping shot took place, where they had animations where they actually put ball movement in based on how hard you struck the ball. Different things like that, Pez was always ahead in. But FIFA had the more mainstream marketing and had that like arcade feel and always had that sharper look. Even now, I actually love the look of eFootball. It grew on me. But at first glance, when you look at this, and then if you were to go over and look at FC26, for instance, both the latest iterations, you're going to think FC looks sharper, right? That's just the bottom line. The crowd, the scoreboards, the players themselves, the pitch, everything, guys. Not to mention, FIFA was always the one with all of the licenses, and unfortunately, Konami never put much into the customization of their fake jerseys, right? That's the one single area where UFL can be in this conversation. They did a great job partnering with Adidas and putting in great made-up kits to where even if they don't have the licenses, right, people love those made-up kits. In FIFA or FC now, right, people always go after the kits without the sponsors and like the more unique, cool-looking kits anyways, more than like your Man United and this and that. And so if Konami would just understand that and put more into the customization, I seen they had some cool kits that you can like buy for $1 or whatever it is, which that's good, right? They need to do more of that though, because these kits that like you see on screen, for instance, I have the Brazil kits, those are licensed, you can't say anything about those, but look at my opponent. I mean, those kits are so outdated, it's ridiculous. That's probably the same made-up kit that they had in PES 09 or whatever the first time they went from numbered games to years. But anyway, look at that. It's ridiculous. But that's just one of many things that need to be changed and not even close to making the list that I'm going to go over right now. Because if eFootball fixes these handful of things, right, the game immediately goes to the top. Now let me explain. EA Sports just released a patch. In that patch, they were supposed to make defending more manual. Well, here's what happened, right? And I saw this from a mile away. People see that now they can't rely as much on AI defending and just controlling their defensive mids, so they all park the bus, right? Using their same 4-2-1-3 or 4-2-3-1 or 4-5-1, the same common setups, and they just park the bus though. Deeper line, right? Keep their defenders in place. Pull their CDMs back still. If anything, they control their defenders a little more, but you now have just a wall of defenders. And what happens is, if you're the better player, you're going to get punished. You're more likely to lose because you're going to have possession of the ball. You're going to control the ball for the entire game, right? But you're going to be running into a brick wall. So it's inevitable that the opponent's going to steal it, whether they have skill on defense or not. And they're going to spam a through ball. Usually it just takes one, maybe two passes. And then they're going to send typically one of their bigger, lengthy strikers, or it could be anybody. It could be Claudia, it could be whoever. They're going to spam through ball. The striker or winger is going to go in on goal, and they're going to score. And then you're going to start dominating again, and they're going to do it again. And maybe out of all of your 70% plus possession, you might get one goal. They're going to get 3 or 4 chances, and let's just say they put 3 in, right? The bottom line is, out of all your domination, you're going to get outshot, right? So the whole stat sheet is just going to look dun, 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 unrealistic, which is a huge issue in EA Sports. They try this hyper realism approach, and they just never hit the mark because that's not their thing. They're an arcade game, right? And so when they try to be realistic, it just clashes with the way their direction they took their game, and it creates this terrible setup. So now you have this meta where players who are just getting whooped the whole time are winning, right? Players who don't have any type of build-up, any type of skill whatsoever, all they have to do is sit back, gather the ball, press triangle, and they're winning games. So fast forward to or not fast forward, but move over to eFootball. Defense is an absolute joke. Not because Konami doesn't have the ability to provide a good defensive system, because they absolutely do, right? Konami always has been ahead of the game in every aspect of football. Defense, build up, attacking, as far as making it more realistic, right? But what they did was, and this is in my other video too, so if you want more details on this, you can watch that. But what they did was, they said we need to cater to lower skilled players, to the more casual players, to get more money. It always goes back to money. That's what FIFA does, so we need to start doing that. So instead of simplifying their game like FIFA did, they have a more intricate game. What they did was, well, we'll let AI control X, Y, and Z. For example, you don't trigger Trivela shots in eFootball. You don't trigger any of their special type of skills, right? The AI chooses when they're going to do it. Meaning, you don't choose exactly when there's a dipping shot or a rising shot or a Trivela or a knuckle shot. The AI chooses, right? You don't choose when the tackles are made, right? You don't choose if it's a shoulder barge or if you're going to make a regular tackle, right? The AI chooses the animations for you, right? And that's like a majority of the game. So what happens on defense then? Well, you can jockey, but you can't sprint jockey. So the popular way to defend, control a player, send your AI with R1, and then if you have to as backup, you come in afterwards and try to clean up the mess. If you try to defend manually, like you would in FC, for instance, right? Especially after the patch, the opponent just has to flick the right stick now because, of course, they made simplified skill moves, which is dumb. And FC honestly copied off of that too. It's just the dumbest thing because there's skill within learning those skill moves. No one likes skill move spammers. They're so annoying to play against. But at least the way it was before, you actually had to learn what skill moves did in the different skill moves, and at least there was skill in that. Now, they made even that easy. So what happens is, players will just flick the right stick or spam it and just keep flicking it over and over and over, especially with good dribblers. And guess what will happen? Your defender will end up going into an animation that you didn't trigger yourself. You can't keep up with them because there's no sprint jockey. And you'll end up doing this little run past sidestep animation and then they're gone. No skill at all. So yesterday, didn't even know it. I'm playing one of my buddies. And he's just playing the game. He's just following what the meta is. But he's got the ball with Pele, and he flicks the right stick. And I had no clue up until this point because defense is so AI-driven. But, you know, as I'm working, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do more myself. Because if I'm going to play eFootball or any football game, I want it to be skill-based. I want to play the football, right? Like, what's going on right here is so dumb to me. But, like I said, it's a backdrop. I'm taking advantage of it. Since it's in the game right now, I can talk to you guys while you're kind of looking at the gameplay and while my focus is on the conversation. So with that being said, it's kind of like what you're seeing here. The AI takes over in all these different moments. So I'm playing Phil. He's got the ball with Pele. Didn't even know I was playing him at the time. And I had the ball in his end, but going for good give and goes and stuff like that. And I couldn't get a shot off. But I was trying to play football. He comes down, I have my defense in a good spot. I try to manually defend. He does a skill move with Pele. And on both different times, my defender does this little animation. And the skill move was literally what I went and tested it afterwards. If you want to check out my last stream. The skill move was literally what would be a 1-star skill move. Meaning like over in FC where they have different levels, the center backs can even do the skill move. It was just a little flick the ball behind your leg. But in eFootball, it would trigger your defenders to like go into this animation where they kind of like, oh my gosh, I got burnt. That's what it like is supposed to look like. And then the opponent can run by you, right? There's other through balls that will slow your defense down. Even if you're running full speed, you're not meaning to. So what happens is you get players that will go for these certain things, right? Meaning now it's not about playing football, beating a defender, or proper build-up to get through. It's, oh, if you play this pass, right, their defense will essentially stop or glitch out. If you do this skill move, it will send their defender into this animation and you can run past them. I'll give you an example. In NFC, they have to, I'm sure they did by now, but if not, the rainbows were glitching out defenders. So players were able to do this certain rainbow and then hit a volley, and it would go in every time. That's not skill. That is a glitch. That is using something broken in the game to make up for you not having skill, right? But the problem is eFootball is full of that type of thing. Link-up play is exactly what that is, right? Think about what link-up play does, right? It manipulates the runs of the attackers, but if you notice, it also manipulates the movement of your defense. It kind of slows them down. It gives the attacker a better chance of getting the ball. So you'll have those little diagonal balls. You'll have those long diagonals. You'll have those crosses where your defenders magically just stop working for that play. And it's always conveniently those link-up plays, right? UFL does the same thing. It's like we want this special perk, as they call them in UFL, or skill, or whatever you want to call it, or link-up to work. So we're going to make sure the defenders can't get in the way of this play. That way, our little gimmick goes off without a hitch. Well, that takes away from the skill. That takes away from you having the ability to play football and stop it. FC does a great job of not having that stuff in. If they do have it, it's not on purpose, and they quickly nerf it. Konami hasn't nerfed any of this stuff, right? Adding in Smart Assist, another thing, right? It creates a ton of these things that I'm talking about. I showed examples of it where I shot near post, my opponent moved his goalie perfectly, and the Smart Assist changed it for me and went back post. So I got a goal that if it was up to me and what I chose, the opponent did good. He would have saved the shot. But the problem is if I turn off Smart Assist and start missing those opportunities as well as other ones that Smart Assist helps you on, but my opponent uses it, and I just started playing eFootball again, well, then I'm at a disadvantage. Therefore, it's like a vicious circle of shitty football because you add in Smart Assist, you add in all of these AI implemented things that Konami put in so that casuals can do better, and it takes away from the roots of what this game always has been. So when I come over from FC and people are like, oh, go back to FC, go back, trust me, you are not a PES player, right? You are not even, like, eFootball is a new name for it, but you, in this franchise, you are the one who doesn't belong, right? That's the crazy part about it. The modern day eFootball player is not anybody that the PES community would want around, right? Anybody that stuck around because they're loyal to this franchise, trust me, all these what they call eFootball players that dog on FC and that act like this game's perfect, the PES community would be laughing at them, right? Because a true PES player, a true football player, is what a PES player really stands for. A true skilled footballer that loves a beautiful game and wants to play it on the virtual pitch. That's what it is, right? This new eFootball crap, it's not true football. So these new players that act like this game's fine and no, if you're using Smart Assist, if you're playing this game and you're not speaking up about the changes that need to be made because there's so much AI controlled, then trust me, you are not a true to the franchise player, right? You are someone who likes a crutch. It would be like running the mile in real life, but you're teacher said, like your old PE teacher, I'm thinking about back in the day in school, you're running a mile, and your PE teacher says, here you go, you can use a scooter. So you hop on the scooter, and your classmates are running, busting their ass, and you're sitting there on a scooter, and then you're still proud about your freaking time, bragging about beating this person, but they ran the mile, you had a scooter. That's what it reminds me of, right? Or cutting corners. I remember those kids, right? There are those kids who would, because we didn't have a track back in my school, they would always cut corners, and then they would start running hard, like against someone if they were about to pass someone, as if they were really still in the race. It's like, dude, we saw you cut 7 corners. You would be way back there. Don't act like we don't know that you're slow as shit, right? You took a shortcut, dude, about 10 of them. So don't act like you accomplished anything. You accomplished nothing. But in their mind, it's like they like twist it to believe. I don't know what's wrong with these type of people. It's the same with rats and these players, right? So if enough people in eFootball spoke up, this game could easily go back to its roots. Obviously, taking out Smart Assist would be huge. They used to only have it in events. Now it's in everything. If they just simply took that out, right? I mean, that was as recent as me playing this game. And I'm brand new to coming back into eFootball, right? I played PES all growing up in different years, but never eFootball until recently. Probably less than a year still. Maybe just at a year. I still think it's less than a year, though, honestly. And so you take that out. You add in a dynamic shooting system, a dynamic defensive system where the player has to sprint jockey, keep up, and then commit the right tackle, which they would be great at because different defensive players could have different tools. They do different things such as long reach, tackles, and like their skills and how they break them down in the detail is perfect for a dynamic defensive system. I repeat, the way that Konami adds their animations and has these detailed skills is perfect for a manual, dynamic defensive system. Right now, it's just an AI-controlled defensive system, okay? The main 2 things that you can do to close down space and to press your opponents up is hold R1 where your AI beelines towards the attacker, or you hold X where your player beelines for the attacker. With no, like, bending their run or staying between them and the goal, they just beeline to the attacker, right? Other than that, it's just you have to hope that an animation doesn't trigger when your opponent does a simple skill move because they're simplified now. They just flick the right stick and then try to run into the ball, right? A lot of tacklebacks and things like that. So if Konami wanted to, they could add a dynamic defensive system. If Konami wanted to, they could add dynamic shooting. For instance, they could add in precision shooting, but they could also add in some of their shots. Now, they have a lot of detailed shots. But let's say you wanted a dipping shot or a rising shot or whatever you had. They could add in, like, you hold, I don't know, instead of a stunning shot, you hold, R2 and shoot. And in that particular moment, depending what skills your player has, it will choose dipping shot, rising shot, whatever, right? They could add in, if you double tap shoot, you hit a low driven shot, right? If you're 30 plus yards outside the box and you hit a finesse, it triggers the long curler. Like, they could give you the control and then let you know when these different things trigger, and then it becomes a skill for you to make these decisions, right? Instead of the AI. If you look at some of these tips, for example, okay? If you look at some of these tips, and what's up, Phil Mo? Shout out to my boy Phil. He's the reason why I discovered this with the defensive animations that trigger off of the skill moves. All right, so if you go into these tips in here, remember where it's at. I think it's under help, right? Yep. If you go into these tips in here, I don't know if I'll be able to find one, but some of them, once you have a handle on the basic controls, try raising the level of your play by finding player skills that match your playing style. For example, use players with The one-touch pass, player skills, set up goal-scoring opportunities with quick direct passes. With the exception of trending-type players, you can use random skill token or advanced skill token to have them learn additional player skills. Okay, that one doesn't really have it scoring from crosses. Select a formation with the wing forward and send in lots of crosses from the wings. Put a tall player with the heading player skill in the center forward position, and have players with the pinpoint crossing player skill on the wings to increase the precision of your plays. So you don't get to. So let me find an even better one. That one's decent where it kind of tells you like this player will do this, this player will do this, right? And all these tips you're not going to see much using 1-2. So let's read this. When passing, use L1X to have the passing player sprint forward, of course. You can then quickly return the ball to smoothly move the attack forward and use the space created to set up a new chance. This is a basic attacking maneuver, so always keep it. As you read these, the point I'm trying to get at is you never see where you're in the decision-making chair, right? It's always, or for the most part, right? Very few times. It's many of the more intricate details which make a separation between in tight games, right? The more skilled player prevails. But in those intricate areas, in those more detailed areas, it's always the AI controls it. The AI chooses. Okay? That's the issue. And I remember reading some of these skills. There's so many of them, but you'll see them. Remember I said this during the pregame when they put those same tips on the screen. You'll see where the point of this game is very clear, right? Which is you are essentially letting the AI take the reins, right? You're like the assistant to what the AI is choosing. As opposed to where FC got it right, you're making all of the decisions. There is player lock. You can manually call players too, send them on runs, right? They just did that patch where it's more manual defending. Now, they have their own problems. I just went over it, right? Where the worst players winning now because they just park the bus, win the ball, spam a through ball, go. Trust me, that's an air hockey game. It's got a terrible meta, terrible football IQ, right? But the one thing they got right is the manual control. Now, what did they do a little differently? Well, they definitely listened to their pros, right? That's for sure, because you'll hear them talk about it a lot. And when the pros won something like the reverted back better R1 dribbling after they nerfed it for the more casuals, it lasted literally 3 days, guys. I'm not even kidding. And in the eFootball case, I can only imagine, I only know that one like in Dominator and some of those guys, they don't like Smart Assist. They don't like the AI controlling because the more AI controls is the less they can use their skill. Not everyone's a pro player, but everyone loves football. And that creates the different levels. So even if you're not a pro player, but you want to play yourself, maybe you're a Division 4 player, Division 6 player, Division 3, and then you work your way up. That's the beauty of it. When AI is doing everything, it's not rewarding. When all you have to do is flick your right stick, it's not rewarding. So if you guys have been watching my streams, I've been doing my skill moves like the old school way because I wanted to learn them, right? So I'm sitting there pushing, like I asked Phil, like which one's first, the directions, which one's first, like the direction stick or the left stick and the ball. And then next thing you know, I realize all I had to do the whole time, just keep flicking right stick and spam it. And especially my good dribblers are basically unstoppable in certain instances. Because I wanted to test out if I can make the defenders do that, like they just got burnt animation is the best way I could describe it. So you can send your opponent into an animation, right? Even if they didn't bite on your little skill move, they just do it. And so now you got that. You got these passes that send your players into animations. Now you're playing a game. You could be in a tight game, and certain things are just going to be out of your control. I hope the AI doesn't screw me here, is what you're thinking. That's not PES. That's not the football that comes. So it's not just stupid altogether because it's pointless, but it's not even true to the roots of what this game is. So you can only imagine think of how crazy that is. This game itself was like hijacked from this new age of players. So if you call yourself an eFootball player and you like this current game, you aren't really an eFootball player. You're just some poser, right? that Konami is like found, well, like you're the person they targeted to trap into this game, if you will. The true PES player, the true e-football player, wants to play actual football, right? And I know they're out there. I'm going to try to find some content to kind of explain this because I've never claimed to be the most exquisite, like, explainer out there. But even if I'm not getting the details totally expressed the way that I mean to, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So, with that being said, I want to look right now actually before I go and let me see how much time I have for this next event. And I wanted to get my boy Phil. So I have 2 games left. I want to do some things with my boy Phil, but I want to make sure that I get this across. I want to talk to Phil because the meta. So, actually, Phil, if I call you right now, can you hop on? Perfect.
Yo,
What's up, buddy?
what's the deal, bro? What's good?
Not much. So, here's how I want to approach this, right? So, I've been playing mainly FC, right? I talked about kind of how we got here with eFootball. Talked about all the years that I played PES and what PES was known for, and what the players who played that game strictly wouldn't touch FC were known for, and it was true football. And so FC once again got themselves in a terrible spot, particularly EA Sports put the game in a terrible spot. And so here we are with eFootball, much better connection. And then you got the game I've been playing, but not. I'm in Division 3 right now, so still got a ways to climb. And I have no idea what the meta is. No idea like the players. There's always the popular players or player roles and things like that. So what I wanted to do is get your take coming from, you've been playing the game, reached Division 1 recently. I know you're in Division 3 now, but in the past last season, and just you've been playing the game, you've been seeing kind of all that's transpired. So I wanted to get your take on, and then if you could share your screen as well, I wanted to take a look at your team, and I want you to just walk through what you feel the meta is, walk through your setup, and what you've been seeing that's popular, stuff that you like and don't like. I just want to get your take as an e-football player, and there's a lot of players that want to get to Division 1 that can't, and kind of see from your mind coming from someone who's been there, right?
Yeah, for sure. I got you, bro.
All right, cool. So we'll wait. Phil's going to share this. So just a little backstory. You meet a lot of cool people whenever you start streaming or doing content and stuff. That's the reason why I love being here for now too, is because EA Sports has the worst servers ever. And for whatever reason, whenever I play FC, if I'm streaming, it just takes the game to that unplayable stage, right? The gameplay's always bad, and I'm assuming that's why you can tell, right? If I'm streaming while I play, it's unplayable. So I had to start literally not streaming. I just had to essentially do highlight videos and then talk to the guys on Discord. But it's not the same when you're playing live. When you're talking, you got your team pulled up. When your boys are seeing certain things, and you're sharing goals together, good plays together. You can hop on games together, whatever it is. right? There's just a lot more available. So uh, I just want to get Phil's take on that because I'm just trying to flat out play football, but you notice things like when I'm playing certain players, there's these certain passes that are slow, like literally glitching out my defenders or slowing them down, and I believe it's tied to link up play, but I could be wrong. They could have made like diagonal balls more strong, and so they nerf out your defense. I noticed the wing play since that was like since their big patch. I noticed that like on the wings, it feels like your wingers almost get a boost because they all the formations were pencil dick formations, as we gave it the nickname. There was no wing play, so to promote it, it seemed like they gave the wingers the ability to blow by wingbacks. Right? There's certain things like that I can't stand because it's almost like forcing things that aren't skill related that you're as a player not doing. And I'm still noticing a lot of that, right? There's these certain crosses. I played this player that was playing these crosses, and no matter how well I defended them, the opponent would just jump right over me every time. And I'm assuming it was probably that, like, they give us a Ruben Amorim manager that has that crossing link up play. I'm almost positive it was that. And they essentially nerfed the defense so that those link up plays look good. They're trying to promote their gimmick, right? Stuff like that takes away from the skill in the football. So I'm just curious to see like the detail of what's successful right now in the highest levels and what the meta is. So we'll wait to get let Phil get set up. Phil, just let me know whenever, and I'll go put your.
I just sent it to you, the screenplay and all that.
Okay.
I just started a party.
Okay, cool. All right, bro. I just hung up the phone. Yeah, I just hung up the phone.
All right, man.
You're on here now. I just need to go to the screen share. There it is. Boom, share screen. All right, big dog. Hold on. Am I on your screen now? Yep. Go ahead and take over. So this is Phil's team. Like me, we're both, if you want to call it pay to win, I just call it participating in the game, really, because to me, it wouldn't be fun if I couldn't use all my favorite players. eFootball, Konami, they do the legendary players well, way better than EA Sports. So if this is your main hobby, no different than people buy golf clubs or bowling balls or they go rock climbing and pay for sessions, we pay for the players to enjoy the game with. So Phil has an even deeper team. Right, I lost my original account. So certain players we were talking about, Hullet, I had Suarez the same. He has Baresi and Nesta. I didn't have them. I have Thuram and Maldini again because they came back around. He's got Yaya, Schmeichel, and he's got a whole list more on the bench that some of you guys wish you could have in your starting lineup. So that's not what we're here to talk about more. Yeah, there you see it there. We're here to talk about the meta and why you chose some of the players you did and just what you're seeing on the pitch, Phil. I'm interested to hear from your side.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, taking your time to reach out.
Yeah.
But for me, the link-up play is, for sure the meta. You already know that right now as far as Capello. You see, he my manager.
Yeah.
And then as far as, like, the setup, I've been seeing a lot of 4-1-2-3s or 4-2-3-1s. And I'm running 4-2-3-1 right now.
Right.
And I'm trying to keep triangles, as you see. You know
what
I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the players, I try and run at least two defensive fullbacks, which is Maldini and Thuram.
Yeah.
And then one destroyer and then one build-up. Because they always say the destroyer, you know what I'm saying, he pushes up like Nesta, and build up, he gonna cover his back. So that's for sure what you need at least is a destroyer and a build up in your CB back. So
got it.
And then for the midfield, that's really kind of I think where a lot of the action is right now, because of this link up play stuff. You know what I'm saying, with the DMFs and the CMFs and stuff. So I try and have at least 4 in the midfield, as you can see, so to try and keep it compact and then intercept those through balls and stuff like that.
And
as far as like Suarez, I mean, I'm just trying to keep somebody that's at the top that can finish. You know, he got phenomenal finishing with
Yeah.
Pele and stuff like that. So I usually either keep him in or I switch Dembele depending on if they got slower CBs in the back. They got
Right.
slower DBs. I you know what I'm saying, put in Dembele, but I keep Suarez out there for the most part because a lot of guys and been running with these people, and you know, their strength is OP right now, bro. So they
Right.
gonna overpower you off the ball if you ain't got good physical contact and at least some balance. You know what I mean? You see what
Oh,
Suarez is.
gotcha. So he's helpful. He won't get knocked off the ball like that. He can run through physical duels and stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. So
That dude, that's sick.
that's what I try and do.
So for Seedorf and Hullett, that's interesting, dude. Hullett is a right. I never even would have imagined, but now I'm seeing it in my head. And so I matched up with Phil and didn't even know it yesterday, and I was actually pissed off because I had the play. I'm moving the ball around, but then he did these moves with Pele and it would send my defender. That's what I've been talking about and kind of um
Mhm.
and
Yeah, that first move I did, that I didn't even try and do that. I tried to do a Marseille turn, but it ended up doing that. You know
I
what I
know it
mean? But
chooses it, doesn't it? Like I've noticed
yeah,
that. So we'll get into this a little bit more, but for one, this is a W setup, bro. I love it. So I don't want to skip past this part. When uh, I had the possession, right? Like when I left, it was like 55% possession towards me, so I had it. But you had such a brick wall there, and now that
let
I'm
me turn
looking
this music
at
off.
your left and right midfielders, bro, I can't hear it. You're good.
Oh, yeah, I can hear it though. I barely. Hold on, let me turn this
Oh, you
damn
can
music.
hear it on your end. You can barely
Yeah,
hear me. Okay.
yeah.
Um, So, man, I wonder if that is playing on my live. That'll get me copyright. Oh well, I don't really give a shit. But so when you have those left and right midfielders in there, they drop back. So I remember it was so hard to break down, and that must have been why, dude, because you had that those two
Yeah,
drop
bro.
back, and it must be like a flat four. So I love that look. That's sick. And then did they get up and help in the attack too?
Yeah, and so right now, as far as my individuals, I got Nesta staying back, you know, in his defensive posture. I try and keep him back even though he pushes up as much. But on my DMF, I just tried this with Vieira. I usually have it on Yaya because he got visionary pass, so I try and keep him as far as in the middle, right there in that middle, so he can, you know, because when you use visionary pass, that one time shot or they first touch on that
It's
passing
good.
is very good. You know what I mean? So I try and keep him up with the other guys. So really, when I'm in counter, when I'm attacking, it's I got five pushing because you know you got Seedorf and Hullett on the end, and then you know Pele doing his thing, but Yaya also involves himself
Yeah,
and runs a lot too. You know what I mean? So I got five pushing at the top where I can kind of build these triangles. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
And that
W,
that's
bro. That's a
to me
W.
that's where it's at. And then I got counter target on Suarez and Pele.
That's a W, bro. And then counter target on Suarez and Pele so they stay further up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so when I was playing Phil, I could like penetrating to get a shot was so hard. So that's definitely W. Then on the attack, he was doing solid. The only thing that I was pissed about, I started, you know how I am, but I was mad because of Pele. Now I know Phil. I know he wasn't purposely like. So you start playing these games and you get into a toxic mindset because there's so many rats out there. So you play these players that no doubt go for certain things because it will trigger animations. Like UFL has it bad. You get the Lampard card right now, you shoot from 40 yards out, it's guaranteed upper corner. You get the low finesse shot trade on a player within 25 yards at a certain angle, it's a guarantee. So you have players not playing football, they're playing to get to these two locations and then pressing a button, and it's like, it's not football. So because my defenders went into those animations, I was like, this motherfucker has to be just going for that animation. I know for a fact that's not what Phil was doing. And then you just heard him. He was going for a Marseille turn, but this stupid game, as we were talking about, the AI takes over when you don't want it to. And it basically, he did this. It was a simple move. It was just a little like, kind of like a Cruyff, but not even. It's just a change of direction move. Ball flicks behind your leg, and it sent my defender into this animation where they like took extra steps, like like they got burned. Like if imagine prime Ronaldo doing 74 step overs and the defender goes flying one way, just ankles broken. That's what my defender did it, and I couldn't do anything. So now that I know he didn't mean to do it, my thing was like, if players are meaning to do that. So are there skill spammers? Like what? That's my next question. Is what are you facing as far as like? Are you facing a lot of? Is this like a meta formation? Or are you facing players doing something else? Is it just a mix of a lot of different whatever link ups plays?
Yeah, for me, I've been seeing. I mean, I don't. To me, the skills spamming, I don't see much of it because if you're not doing something that you don't know how to do, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to mess up. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to, because you know, like you said, the AI takes over. So you know what I mean. You don't know if you're going to get past this opponent or not. Like yesterday, I tried a Marseille turn and it just so happened to just work. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's like it's like 50-50. But as far as like this link up play, it's been heavy. Everybody either got Cesc Fabregas, Capello, Frank Rijkaard. I think Flick has one, and I think there's like one more.
One more, Ruben, yeah, I forgot his name.
Ruben.
Yeah.
Yep. Ruben.
Now do these passes slow? So when I feel my defenders almost slowing, like it feels like they're like, I don't know if it's the link up play causing it or not, but there's these certain diagonal balls and crosses where it's like the defense turns into just nothing. They just almost like let it go. Is that from the link up play? Is that like a known thing or no? I mean, it might not be related, but it feels like when these certain passes are going through, the defense almost gets dumbed down, like they nerf it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why they put it in the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to. I mean, I believe so. I would say so, but you know what I'm saying?
Nobody's talking about it, really.
Like, nah, ain't nobody really talking about it. Everybody's kind of just like dealing with it because free to play players can got link up too now. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you know what I'm saying? It's just one pay to win type thing. You know what I mean? So I ain't really been hearing too many complaints about it because at the same time that link up play it's a gift and a curse because if you just constantly keep sending these balls up front, you know what I'm saying? Like they got to be perfect, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like your guy has to be making a dash or a run, and it has to be like at the way they got it animated. So if you can do it perfectly to where it's animated, then that's when you can tell it works. When it slows, it might slow your defender down. But 9 times out of 10, it don't always work like that because, you know, players, they're like CBs, like I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me show you real quick. Because my players, and I know most of them are like this, acceleration 80, speed 90, right?
Yeah.
Acceleration 80, speed 90. Acceleration 82, speed 90. Turon 93, 91. So you're not really gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's just that split second that you can get where it works, but you know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, a lot of people just throw them up there and they don't work because they're not in the right position for it to work. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that too. Some of the lower players will force all these passes, and it's so dumb, right?
So when you start getting like in Division 1, you'll see it where players are really they're not using it as much. They'll use it, but they know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, okay, that's a good scenario to use it. Otherwise, like you know what I'm saying, I was watching your video, some guys just keep sending it up there for a prayer and it's not really working. It might work because you might get a stupid bounce or something, or you accidentally send it, you know, we accidentally send it to one of our players and then they can intercept, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they praying on, bro.
Right. So let me ask you this. I'm searching right now because I was going to play this video and then get your take on it too. I wanted to find a video because there's always... So... Everything I'm seeing is months ago. Is the game been in a lull? Like, okay, so I'm seeing... So I looked up eFootball meta. I looked up eFootball state of the game because there's usually state of the game addresses and stuff. And everything's 2 months ago. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I was scrolling down everything.
What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel.
So let's go to videos here. And maybe it's just anything best cards used, dirtiest match in eFootball. What is new in eFootball nationally? Nothing about gameplay. Who's a good gameplay breakdown creator?
That video I sent you yesterday, that guy named Boomin.
Yeah.
He breaks down the game.
Oh, you know what? Let's watch this. This is the smartest filter, new data breakdown and gameplay. So here we go. So
and of course, eFootball Universe does pretty well.
That's who I'm checking out now.
And be free.
What is let's look at this.
What's the crack, lads? We're back.
I do like seeing less creators though, because gosh dang, FC is so full. And the thing is, I swear, like 95% of them suck. So I just want to get an idea of like what is the word? Is there? It's just always interesting to me that like if people talk about all the AI control. I know, like I've heard this guy.
Yeah, Barry. I've been watching him, and he goes in pretty deep about Smart Assist though, bro. He brought out a chart on how many players using it, how many because I played. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I can show you the text message between a guy yesterday, or not yesterday, probably 3 days ago. I played. He never knew he even had it on.
How the hell does he not know? You can feel it.
Bro, I don't know, but I don't know if he was just giving me horse shit or what, but he didn't even know he had it on. I'm gonna be honest
because
you.
You can tell. You know how like
you turn it off. He like, how do you turn it off? And I had to walk him through step by step text messages like, this is what you do. He like, man, I didn't even know it was on. And that's what he might
have been so casual. He just thought the game was doing. But you know, sometimes you'll play a ground pass and it plays in there, and sometimes it auto clears. So he must be so casual that he didn't even know. He thought that's just what happens. Either that or he was bullshitting you because it's on.
It was saying 60% of people on console are using Smart Assist. It says it was like 60 or 70, so the other 40 aren't.
Yeah.
And then it says something about.
Well, remember though, dude,
40,
a lot of the
40%
accounts
or 50% don't know they have it on.
Sorry, I had to get a drink.
Which is crazy. I just got one too, which is crazy to me because I don't understand how they can't feel the difference.
Exactly, dude. And as much as it hurts you, the certain areas where it helps you is where I got it. So like I was talking about the shots, when you have good keeper movement and it changes, like they'll guess right, and then I'm like, oh crap, he guessed right, and then I don't have time to change it, but the AI Smart Assist picks the other way and gives me a goal basically. Or when they do the auto clearance and I was going to pass it and I look and realize, oh my God, that was going to be intercepted in a real quick play. And then that saves you from letting up a goal. So there's these instances where if you're in a tight game and your opponent has it and you don't, it can totally screw you. Now, there are those times when you see a certain play and you want it to go and the AI screws you, Smart Assist chooses the wrong pass. But I think it way more helps in those tight, really clinical, tough areas, but that's where the most skill gap comes from, and that's why it needs to be removed. But whatever, that is what it is now. It's just crazy to me it was added. It's crazy to me that like I could just play an AI game with my and not even play it and still get rewards. I think that's crazy too. So there's a lot of things that are gone, especially you got to think I'm looking at this from a perspective of what this game has always stood for. PES was always the skill game. Where they fell off, the only reason I started playing FC religiously, like it was the cool thing, if you were an actual football good skilled player, the cool thing to do as a gamer was to play PES. If you were playing PES 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2013, like PES 2013, if you look at my video yesterday, look at that gameplay, bro.
I seen it.
Dude, tell me that didn't look sick.
It looked real good.
I would take that over.
My first time ever playing PES in 2012.
Dude, I would take that over eFootball right now, bro. I'm dead serious. Like that. Now that was a modded version, I'm sure. Maybe not though. Maybe not. But like if you take an eFootball can be that, but they gotta choose it. So the thing is, the players drive it. That's why EA Sports this year is all like, we heard you, we're listening, we heard you, because they lost a shit ton of money. eFootball players are the ones who have to step up, and it's funny because I don't see too many talk about it, or the ones I do don't seem. If players go irate enough, look at the R1 nerf, right? It actually made the football better in FC for a couple days. It literally lasted 3 days. And then the pros, and then we're like, no, we need it because that's how we beat defenders. Like, they wanted their arcade bullshit. But whatever, they're playing for a lot of money. They're an arcade. They're playing an arcade game, and so they got R1 back buffed up. R1 dribbling. Think about that. 3 days. If they all just didn't say nothing, EA Sports wouldn't have changed it back. So the only way, as much as talking about this, you could say, "Oh, it's never going to change." It's the only way to get a change, bro. You know. So let's I'm gonna play this, man. Listen to this with me, and then I want to get your feedback. And by the way, man, I strongly encourage you to start a channel, bro, because you're an eFootball player, bro, and you do a good job explaining, and you're built for this. The way you play, the way you break stuff down, bro. You're definitely a beast. So I'm
I'm learning. I'm not gonna lie. I'm learning from you, bro. Like,
well, you're doing a great job, dude. Trust me. Like, I'm changing my whole setup after talking to you, bro. So keep going, dude. It's awesome to see. So let's hear what this dude has to say. And then I want to get your take on it, Phil.
Okay.
Breaking down smart assist from an attacking and a defensive point of view and asking the question, just how powerful is smart assist in eFootball 26? And what are Konami going to do about it? Well,
here's what Phil was telling us. Here it is, Phil. This is the video you're talking about.
Direct from Brazil. So this is where we start the video. We're going to talk about these details that dropped. And this is from the producer of eFootball, where he talks about, based on community feedback, Smart Assist will be unavailable to use in an upcoming Mario Cup event. And this is to ensure that it's a more fair and well-rounded and...
Is that something I missed, Phil? The Mario Cup?
Nah, it's about to come, though.
How interesting is that, bro?
Yeah.
So wait.
No, because they know how the community been talking about it, though. So they know what's up.
If that's what they're saying, then they know that it should be removed. More skill-based and fair. Now, is this for Mario Cup? Are we going to get a chance to win Mario?
I don't even know. I like I said, I just know it's supposed to be coming. But you know what I mean? Well, really, you know what I think he's talking about? It's not even a cup. It's his card that's coming. So he probably saying that they're just gonna have like a cup or something. Because I never heard of something like an actual cup. But
no, they really are bringing it.
Really?
Hold on. Let's see. Hold on.
Whatever
to me, the only
have,
thing that they've been doing pretty good, like lately, is giving away free cards.
Yeah,
like their cards has been like pretty.
Dude, if they do a cup where you can win Mario, that's awesome.
I have to complete the tutorial. I think it works. Here, look up. As I also brought a video on Sunday talking about, guys, look, for you to see. Let's go in here to see how it is. Impossible to advance to the match. I have to do the
since you've been gone, you probably I'm gonna just count how many players that you probably missed on, or that they was kind of giving away in like the match pass and when they was doing that treasure link stuff and all that. So I don't like one.
I missed Denilson. I saw you have Denilson. I noticed they're all in your reserves, though. So at least I didn't miss any good ones.
That Torres right here, that right card.
He ain't the good right. He ain't shit, though, is he?
No, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. People be really using him. Like,
oh, really?
For real. Like, yes, he's on people starting, and like I said, he's an anchor man. So
you just have him. Oh, he's an anchor man.
Yeah, he's an anchor man too, bro. That's why I'm like, yeah,
because Vieira's a beast. So
yeah. So okay, that Torres. Of course, I think, did you get Rude? No, I don't think you got Rude. This Lewandowski. It's like one or two more. That's that Mbappe card, bro. That this free to play card right here.
I have an Mbappe that's sick, but mine's 96. That's a new one. Yeah.
This the very new one that's free to play. He cold, but okay. Gario, Isco, Orkun,
Kokshu.
Kirchu, yeah, Kirchu.
Yeah.
Puyo.
I've never seen that 96 Mbappe you have.
That's the one that was the Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's the Yu-Gi-Oh Mbappe.
Yeah, I missed that one
too.
He
was free too.
I missed that as well. Here it is, bro. Look at this, Phil. let's watch this real quick. You ready?
Okay, bet. Yep.
Let's read what this says.
Top-notch character sheet for each one, but leave your opinion there. Guys, I wanted to make an observation here about the Romario Cup, because in Sunday's video I ended up confusing things by saying the wrong date. The Romario Cup will arrive on Thursday, okay? It's the 13th, not the 14th, as I said in Sunday's video. I apologize, but I'm correcting it here.
13th. So in 2 days? Are they talking about this?
Yeah, okay, that's when the new update,
So, the Romario Cup arrives on Thursday, and let's all play this Romario Cup to see how the game is.
Thursday. Yeah.
We'll see if the game is really bugged or if the AI is causing all the bugs. We'll find out in this Romario Cup. Remember...
Oh, because they're taking out Smart Assist. So, guys, this is what I'm talking about. He just said we will see if the game is bugged in general or if it is the AI, because the Smart Assist, causing all the bullshit. So when I'm talking about the defender slowing down, when I'm talking about my defender, when you did your move and my defender just flies, and I'm like, what the fuck? I can't do anything. That's stupid. Like, I didn't commit to a tackle and get, you know what I mean? Like, he's saying that maybe since the Romario Cup removes Smart Assist, it might take that shit away, dude. That will be interesting to see. But what the fuck? Why can't this? Makes me so mad. It's like they know. If it says we're taking Smart Assist out to make it more fair and balanced, that's their words. Why in the fuck wouldn't you want your whole game more fair and balanced? That makes it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
make it more skill based, bro. It's such a good game at its core.
Really, it is. It has potential. It has definite potential. I think the most so far. But
100%, bro. 100%. The gameplay, the servers, the beautiful animations, the good football you can play. But they gotta fix the defense, and they gotta get this Smart Assist shit out of here. Let's see if there's any more good shit.
There's also a good chance of players appearing in the football points shop, or maybe they'll leave it for next week. Now the profit will be higher, right? Konami's store. The profit from Brazilians is good for Konami, right? Option.
All right, so that was a Brazilian.
Then you'll have...
So that's interesting. So let me see if there's anything in here. This is what the video Phil was talking about, but I'm gonna skip through this because Phil gave us like the gist of like the
skill-based event.
Wait.
Being used in the game in the proper manner, but I definitely do think it has become overpowered in the last game in the proper manner. But I definitely upcoming Romario Cup event, and this is to ensure that it's a more fair and well-rounded and skill-based event. Now listen, I'm not against Smart Assist being used in the game in the proper manner, but I definitely do think it has become overpowered in the last couple of weeks, especially with the latest update. Now, we're not talking about
what in the fuck is the proper manner to use Smart Assist?
The way he was explaining it, because like I said, I'll be watching some of most of his videos when it comes to it. He was just saying, like, as far as like attacking, he don't like how it helps defensively. And to me, that's a double-edged sword.
No, the attacking, dude. I just talked about the attacking where it's bullshit. If I go near post and the keeper is gonna save it and the AI switches it, that's bullshit.
Exactly.
So he's full of shit, but I like him overall. I'm just being, that's respectfully.
But I'm not gonna lie, when he's saying he can't be Smart Assist. So I'm at the end of the day, I'm just like, well, why you not just, you know? I mean, he don't like it to a degree, but he don't mind it. I don't get that part.
I mean, exactly. It's like, it's almost like he's, I don't know. Take a hard stance, bro. Smart Assist sucks.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mistakes that the goalkeepers will make, or certain illogical stuff that happens in the game. You're true on goal and you miss a chance.
This was bullshit.
We are talking about weird interferences.
Okay, listen. This is what I mean, guys. So apparently this is Smart Assist causing this. Players play these balls because they know this is gonna happen. How do I know? Because I've seen it. It's happened to me. These certain little rat bastards. This was a bad pass, bro. This was a bad pass. Watch this. Hopefully I can fucking do this right. Okay. Clearly advantage center back. Clearly advantage center back. Alright, now watch. Look, dude, there's no way. I know Mbappe's fast, but that center back is winning this ball every time. He's going to take a step in front. Mbappe is physically going to be not able to get this ball, guys. This is a routine roundup play. Okay? Routine.
It happens in the game. You're true on goal and you...
But look, he slowed down. Did you guys notice the slowdown? Let me go back again. Watch this. Watch the slowdown that occurs. Now I get, a physical tussle. That center back's way stronger than fucking Mbappe, dude. Way stronger. That's where the strength comes in. This is total bullshit. That's why he's showing it, I know. But this happens over and over. In my video, I talked about this exact play. Phil, this is one of the things I was telling you about with the slowdown defenders. So he's saying it is smart assist. So let's watch.
Logical stuff that happens.
Look at this
game.
bullshit.
You're true on goal and you miss a chance. But we are talking about weird interferences in the gameplay where the players don't behave like they should behave.
Out of nowhere. So let's look at the center back that was.
Yeah,
What center back was that? Was that Vieira?
Probably was, or Thuram.
Thuram, guys. You want to see Thuram's strength? Let's Phil, what is it?
Depending on which card they got, if they got the new one, his is 90.
Mine's
is 90.
My strength.
They got a new one, and I know his is at least 90.
Mine's 85.
Got two Showtime screens.
Mine's 85 on mine, but mine's the older one. So Mbappe just and by the way, Thuram's fast as shit still too, by the way. So Thuram, whether it's the old one or new one, just had an advantage. He would never lose that ball. This is complete bullshit. And players play these passes on purpose. I play players that will play them over and over. This is the stuff that ruins games, guys. Because eventually a skilled player says, why in the fuck would I keep playing this? Now, EA Sports has put themselves in a position to where they're screwed with their servers. If Konami smartens up, which maybe this Mario Cup is the start of that, maybe they're going to see our response, and if it's an overwhelming positive, they'll leave the game like that. But if this shit happens over and over and over, players are just going to leave the game. Right now, the meta in FC is terrible because it's spam through ball, spam through ball, spam through ball. But what they don't have that Konami can't seem to get right is they have these automatic plays. Again, Phil didn't do it on purpose, but the skill move, right? Pele does a skill move, my defender goes flying 6 yards. This play where Mbappe automatically gets the ball, like it's like they predetermined, like these types of things, they gotta get rid of this shit. They can't have it. You're in control of the player, and they gotta let the game play. Whatever causes, whether that was like a link up pass between somebody and Mbappe or this certain pass, whatever it is, they gotta fix this shit.
Where the players don't behave like they should behave 9 times out of 10, right? Now, if you actually go in and look at the definition of smart assist, and this brings us into the intro of the video where we talked about how powerful it is. Konami have actually, originally highlighted and defined smart assist from this menu here, where you can see the tips and the general information menu, right? Now, again, this is just very generic stuff where they're talking about examples of what it does and what it doesn't
Don't tell me this.
when it's on and off.
Not a
It
chance.
gives you full freedom when you have the smart assist
Yeah, dude,
off.
I'm done.
And of course,
Yeah.
you can select this smart assist option at the start of a game, at any point during a game.
This is making me mad watching it. This is exactly what I mean in my videos. This is what I'm talking about. So it's not nitpicking, right? It's just talking about the truth. I mean, this is common sense. That defender, when he paused that, had the ball on his foot. This is going to chase any skilled player away because it becomes a game for novices. Why? Because anybody that doesn't know football or isn't very good, they just suck and they don't want to put the work in to get better, they have a chance now. Oh, I don't got to play a good pass. I'll just sprint forward and hopefully it glitches my player through.
And a lot of them in Division 1 are using it. And I sweated to get there, bro, and then I had to take a week or damn near week or 2 off just to, you know what I'm saying?
Wait. Sweated to get there and then had what? First off, what are they doing? That same thing what I'm showing?
Yeah, because a lot of them be using smart assist.
And then the ball's played through, and then even though your defender's there, they'll just run through it.
Yeah, so think about it.
It's
They
driving
got
me crazy.
Smart assist to play the perfect through ball, and then link up to try. You know what I'm saying? Because you can play a ground link up ball too. It ain't got to just be.
I know. So then that's probably what those are, by the way, and that's why the defenders are slowing down. Which I knew. I had a feeling like I knew it was connected because the game it just didn't make sense. So I was right about that. But answer me this: when you said you had to take a week off, is it because it just got stupid?
Oh yeah. For sure.
So you got to D1, and then you just said,
mentally, like once I got there, I was just kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna try and get to, because that was just my mission, just to try and get to Division 1. You know what I mean?
And
like,
you
I'm
did
not
it.
Trying to get to, yeah, and I'm like, I'm not trying to get to the top, beating Jay Victor. You know what I mean? I just play the game.
who's Jay Victor? Is he number 1?
Bro, yeah, Jay Victor is man. Have you ain't never seen his gameplay?
No, I watched that Jinsu guy.
Jinsu, yeah, he smoked Jinsu. I promise.
What?
You,
Jinsu's the world champ.
nah, bro, he's not the real world champ. Look up Jay Victor, bro.
Why didn't this Jay Victor guy play in the world championships?
I don't know, but
We'll have to look him up.
You know why? Because he probably don't need that.
Is he
I'm gonna
English?
be honest with you. Nah, he's Brazilian.
Oh, he's a Brazilian, so he's just a big content creator.
I wouldn't even say he's big. He's known. He's known around the eFootball world. That's how I look at him, because I never knew about him until this. You know what I'm saying? Until I started watching other guys stream, and then they started talking about him, and then I'm like, who is Jay Victor? Because I ain't never heard him, and I just never see him in the cups. Or
He plays
like
incredible, eh?
Bro.
So what does he say? Does he have any videos on this? I guess they're not in English.
Yeah, he got a voiceover. It's a voiceover, so like the AI talking.
Does he ever talk about any of this?
Man, bro, not. I mean, yeah, he hates it. He has talked about it, and but to him, bro, I'm not even gonna lie, it don't even matter.
He's that good.
Yeah, bro, they can have that smart assist, but he yeah, bro.
He's just different gravy, eh?
He's different.
I want to find out still if Jinsu used smart assist in the world championship, and if they let that happen, that's so stupid. If they let the top players in the world use smart assist, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But I bet you they did, because why wouldn't they? If you used it the whole time to get there, why the fuck wouldn't they?
Well, just imagine if they put all this money into their product, trying to bring these players here to get them to play, and then they're not even that good without it.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's a joke,
so
dude.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I would hope not, but I wouldn't doubt it though.
Yeah,
that's how things be working.
It's a joke if they did, but either way. But yeah, let's watch that. I'm gonna check him out next.
Okay.
Anytime you possibly want, you can put it on, like pass assistance, right? But smart assistance and smart assist, I think, is buffed, right? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Your input will be vital in this video. It is buffed. And Konami have actually defined it rather differently since the last update. They've actually added a general information section here for Smart Assist. Now, I'm not going to read through all of this. I would rather show you guys exactly what I mean by it, right? But they talk about Smart Assist when it's on, when you're attacking, shooting, dribbling, and of course passing is all going to be improved.
Unreal.
Choosing what shot to hit for you.
Stupid.
Choosing which pass to put in, right? Including auto-stunning shots. If somebody doesn't know how to use an auto shot, they will do it for you. If you make the wrong decision on when to shoot, they will adapt that for you into a finesse shot. So they'll change it from a standard shot with low power into a finesse shot that goes bottom corner. I just think that that's too far, like personally speaking.
Way too
far.
far.
In case you missed it, we have partnered up with Instant Gaming, and they do sponsor today's video. We will be doing some giveaways. We will be having quizzes going around. But if codes, you're looking for Xbox codes, Steam codes, pre-ordering games, or any recently released games, I mean, I've used this web a few quid. You can check out the link in the description below, or it would mean a lot to me. Passing the dribbling. So
put in this
sometimes you
video.
will see very weird stuff happening on the game, especially with dribbling in the last update. This is a really prime example here.
Oh my God.
Cannavaro going into a 50-50 challenge with Pedri. Not only does Pedri
guys,
hold his own and bully me off the ball, he also hits a weak foot, left foot cross in. That's absolutely insanely
unreal.
undefendable.
Yeah, garbage.
And obviously my defenders are going to go into, like, you know, crazy mode and just not clear the ball. If I had smart assist on in this, it's an...
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's what happens. Your defenders just go stupid. They go stupid.
Easy clearance, because, oh, you guessed it, they also have it that the smart assist auto clears. As you see, when in danger...
Everywhere.
What's that, buddy?
I said it's stupid because the ball actually it just starts bouncing everywhere.
I know.
It's like you almost can't control it.
I know.
Clearances are performed automatically, and also on top of that as well, the definition of defending, you can read through that, is different in this case,
Holy
including goal line
explosive.
saves. Now, goal line saves are still possible if you're not using Smart Assist, but it's more frequent when you are using Smart Assist.
Way
and this
more
is even
frequent.
more frustrating with the fact that they have released these graphs, right? Now, I said to you guys a couple of months ago that there was about 60%. That was the number that I'd been given. And it looks to be between 65 and 75% of users on console and PC are using Smart Assist, right? That's a huge number. Personally, I think that's a very, very big number. We'll have a look at this graph.
Not because people want to. Some people like me are using it because
I feel like that it is kind of.
It's a huge
I think
disadvantage
for
if
me,
you
right,
don't.
it's not even about playing against Smart Assist because I haven't actually been struggling with the game, right? Now I'm going to show you where I have been struggling. And again, it's not a spoiler, it's Smart Assist again. But we have actually been okay. I mean, I'm undefeated in 17 games, 71% win ratio, which is pretty decent.
Generated by Konami. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what he said.
Now, do you use it, Phil?
Honestly believe it.
Have you? Do you don't?
No, I don't use it at all.
I'm turning it off, dude. So I want to. I'm in.
Like I said, bro, it just it messes me up. Like I don't get how players can. I mean, like I'm not saying that the ones like you, it messes you up because you know how to play it. You know how to play the game, bro. So you'll be like, what is this? Like,
I know that when it's
so
yeah. So that does go away. Now the biggest reason why I was using it though is those stupid. What he's showing is why I'm using it because that piss like those what he's showing makes my blood boil because that changes games, bro. When you're trying to get chances and you can get through like what he's showing, I mean that's literally players are winning that way. They're playing passes that are actually bad passes and their players are running by. So it's like, well, F you, dude. Like, then I'm going to beat you with it. And then the problem is, I remember at the very, very, very beginning of it when I said, all right, if my opponent's using it, I'll turn it on. But it was impossible because nearly everybody's using it. And then you would end up like going down 1-0 while you're trying to figure out if your opponent's using it. And typically it would be from a Smart Assist type of goal. And you can always tell when Smart Assist gave the goal. Like, you can always freaking tell. Wait, is it? Yeah.
I had one guy yesterday had on Smart Assist and parked the bus and said he beat me tactically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, crazy.
Parked the bus.
I screen snapped it. His formation was like a 3-2-3-2, but he had like everybody like right midfielders, left midfielders, 2 DMFs. And then he had like everybody in like at least you could do at least 2 deep line, but it was just like ridiculous.
I know I've played players that will do that, and then they'll also just clear it at 1-0. It will be 5th minute. Let's say they scored. It don't matter when they go up 1-0, and then the rest of the game they just park the bus clear and they go double blue, and it's like it's pointless. Like it's a waste of everyone's time, bro. Like,
so he had 3 center backs, a left midfielder, a right midfielder, 2 DMFs, and then a center midfielder.
Yeah, dude.
That's not parking the bus, and they all right there. Like, come on, bro. Like,
it's parking the bus.
And then you got Mbappe and Henry Kane in the front. So I mean, like.
And then he just would run through with the Smart Assist stuff. Yeah, it's stupid, man. A lot of this stuff is stupid.
Now, I blocked a couple of these guys' names out because I don't want to be getting like, oh, I wasn't using Smart Assist. This guy wasn't using. You're accusing me of using Smart Assist. I'm not accusing anybody of anybody. I'm just telling you of people that I've reached out to, that I've played, or that have messaged in the stream while I've been streaming. I am beating guys that are top 500 in the world, top 6 in the world, top 800 in the world, and losing to unranked guys that have never made it past Division 3, that have never made it past Division 2.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, we're beating guys that are in the top 1,000, including guys I know from streams such as Gary, and we're able to hold our own against them. But the only matches that I'm really struggling against is Smart Assist. Like, there just seems to be, maybe it's me. I just have, it's my kryptonite, my Achilles heel.
No,
I can't beat Smart Assist
Smart
a lot of the
Assist
time.
helps so
and this
much.
is also very strange because even though 65% is using it, the win ratio on both mobile and console from this data here is roughly about 50-50. I mean, you've got 51% of people. So, for example, this graph broken down, right, with the console and the PC, which is what I play on, if 65% are using Smart Assist, 52% of people using Smart Assist are winning. So there's a slight edge towards Smart Assist. And I just am really struggling with it. Like, I'm struggling to actually break down defenses that are smart assistified. That's just the word I made up. But you know what I mean. Now, I'm going to go back to a previous video that I did, right? This is no issue of mine, right? I do not have an issue with overhitting passes. This is a user mistake from me where I power up a shot. That's
They
what
don't
should
make
happen.
that, though.
On Smart Assist, it just does not happen.
It doesn't.
This sort of stuff that you're seeing here where the defender is Smart Assist tackling, this is also kind of up for debate. Because it comes into it as well, right? That you have a beautiful clearance here where it's maximizing the power bar and you're able to clear a ball from the opponent compared to me overhitting the shot with a stunning pass. I understand where Smart Assist is actually going to come into it in terms of not holding your hand a certain degree.
No way,
but
that
kind
just
of like
happened.
streamlining the experience for you. Like, I
Oh
totally
my
get that
gosh.
and I understand it. And that, like, not
Oh
everybody
my
has the
God.
time to learn every trick, every skill move,
I've seen
every,
enough.
you know, like, super cancel.
They got to get rid of it. Period. If they don't get rid of it, it's the game's not going to be nearly as good. And Forward Smart says, I watch his streams and he always... Well, Smart Assist is awful. Smart Assist is awful, 100%. Alright, so, let's see here. Wait, Phil, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Okay, cool. All right, I want to set up my team with you real quick. I'm gonna look. So the way I've been playing is similar but different. Phil has right here. Phil has these two on left and right mid, and then you have this setup still, AMF and CF, right?
Hold on, I gotta wait till the stream get to that part.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know it.
Yeah, it's delayed.
It's a little delayed.
Delayed, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm gonna turn off my link up play for now, and here's why. Right, I want to go. So here's who I really want to play is Baggio, and then here's where I'm stuck. Now, if I want more defensive as I'm climbing, I would go Seedorf. But if I want more attacking, I'll show you how I like to play. So, SS, two hole players. Whoa. Pele in the center. Cruyff. Now, I actually like... No. Samuel Eto'o's a hole player. Cruyff's a hole player. So, it'd be like this.
Is Beckenbauer? What is Beckenbauer? What is he? Is he a destroyer?
No, he's a no play style center back.
Okay.
I have Van Boyten on. I actually may switch that. So I have Beckenbauer, he's actually freaking ridiculous, dude.
I know he really is, bro.
But he hasn't been standing out as much. Crazy enough. So 90 physical contact, 96, only 85
What's his
here.
play style?
Play style. Oh, his special thing or whatever.
Yeah, orchestrator. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's a no play style center back. No play style. Because he's an orchestrator, so he would be... So if I went two defensive mids, he would actually be perfect for link up. Yeah. So basically, if I went that route and put Beckenbauer with Vieira and remove, let's say, Cruyff. So that's what I was going to ask you. Would you go more attacking... like similar to 4-1-2-3, or would you go 4-2, like a 4-2-1-3, and keep that link up there? Well, it wouldn't still wouldn't be link up because Beckenbauer would be on orchestrator for those longer passes. I guess the way I'm going here, it's not as set up for those longer passes, which are pretty meta. But the way I've been doing it is like this. And then...
For me, I always want to try and keep two defense. I mean, I learned this from you, bro. As far as one DMF holding and one that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, be a distributor.
Yeah, like a box to box.
Yeah, box to box. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying, hold it down, and that's a perfect spot for Vieira. Now, like I was telling you about the midfield. It's the midfield right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at attackers. Like you got your guys up there, and those are all strong. But at the end of the day, they're gonna be, you know, when we do our long ball counters, they're gonna be running away from from everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to always. That's why I'm like that middle field is where it's at right now to keep the play where you can kind of still use possession to a degree, even though we got a long ball counter, because them long balls is they get intercepted really easy. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they
Especially with the meta.
yeah, I like trying to play it on the ground here, but yeah, and it leaves a lot. Man, that sucks. That stupid long ball shit. Because I love how these guys play through each other, but I feel like a good player is gonna be able.
You're missing a good CMF.
Yeah. So what I would do. So Beckenbauer's insane here. So what I'm gonna do is this. Van Boyten's ridiculous.
Bassini and Baggio are almost the same. They're almost one and the same.
I love him, dude. So that's what sucks. And the way I'm gonna do it is, Cruyff's gonna have to go to the bench and become a super sub, and I'm actually gonna do this. Now Seedorf is a beast. I absolutely love him, box to box. But what I'm gonna do is this. So we'll have.
And for me, I mean, I would sometimes, depending on the gameplay, though, I would put 2 strikers up there. But the 3 striker meta, to me, that ain't even really where it's at. Some people use it, you know, the guys who are using quick counter.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't use quick counter because of the high line. You know what I'm saying?
DMF.
So it's just been either usually long ball counter or kind of like long ball counter and possession to a degree, because of the, you know what I'm saying, the possession game is really kind of, it's really been on it. I ain't even gonna lie, people been using that a lot.
What, possession? But what, isn't that going against that long ball though? The link up, you know?
Yeah, it does, and that's the you know, the kryptonite for a long ball is possession.
It's possession. How come?
Because of that high line.
The high line, but they can play it behind easily.
But I'm telling you, bro, for some reason, they defensive line ain't really that high. It's high, but it ain't, because they're right there passing in the passing lanes damn near all the time.
They're in the way of the passes.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
All right, so
if you know what you're doing, yeah, bro.
All right, so here's how I'm liking it. Cause then what I'm gonna do is, you know what's funny, bro? Because they don't have this. I haven't even been using these. So deep line for Vieira, because I want Vieira to stay back. So deep line Vieira, and then I'll allow Beckenbauer just to be free roaming. As you can go double deep line though, but I don't want that. Let me see something. Lurks in deep, ready to initiate attacks. Lurks in deeper positions. So I don't want him deep line. I feel like it'll mess with the overall positioning. So I'm gonna keep it like this.
It will, and then leave gaps. If you don't have an actual gap, so like if you're not running a 3-back, then it doesn't really help like that.
Right.
Because your dude will be dropping back, and Vieira will be dropping back, and you'll be like, he should be chasing the guy that's about to either push that through ball through, or you know what I'm saying, or give and go or something. He'll be dropping back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep Vieira. Wait, say what you just said again. I'm sorry, I was thinking about something else.
No, you good, bro. I was saying that if you had Vieira in the deep line, if you didn't have a 3-back back there, he'll drop back, and then it'll break up your formation. You know what I'm saying, your defensive line, and then it'll leave through balls, being able to get through.
Oh, he does drop back into a 5-back, doesn't he?
Yeah, he drop backs into a 5-back.
Shit, I don't really. I forgot about. I thought it was just him staying back. See, that's how long it's been.
If you want him to stay back, put defensive on him.
All right, so it's. Yeah, dude. See, it's been forever. Okay, so that.
You know I got you, bro.
Defensive. refrain from pushing forward. That's right. Okay. So Vieira is defensive. All right. So Vieira's defensive. Perfect. Wait, what was... Stay central. I'm going to go defensive, not anchoring, though. Because I remember I used to go anchoring, too. See, I forgot about all this, dude. I haven't been using any of it. Okay, so defensive, not anchoring, because Beckenbauer can cover for him. If one of them goes out wide, the other one's in the center. And then the way Phil goes from here is moves two guys to the left and right. Now, I don't personally like that. Not saying that it can't work, but so the long ball's in, so I want to run through the gaps. So I like 2 AMS, kind of like a 4-3-2, except for here's the difference. Creative playmaker, so he's looking to assist, and then a classic 10. So these guys... These guys will work off of these two. So let me see something. So you can play AMF, no play style. And deep lying forward, CF or SS.
The extra position on Baggio as the CMF?
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't want him that deep. I don't like him that deep. I want... So Pele can play, so 3, so it'd be a 4-2-3-1 literally. And then Eto, I would lower that passing down and turn him into, what's his weak foot look like? Rarely but high when he uses it. Regularly very high. So he would come too. If I have him as an SS, it's kind of what I want from him though. As an SS, he's coming to. He's going to be on the ball all the time, deep lying forward. He'll still make those runs. And then Eto up top. So I would change a couple things with Eto. But this has, I got perfect triangles. Pele is my, I really have 3 number 10s, but Pele's like that central number 10 will be on the ball all the time. All right, I could either do him as a no play style. What do you think's better, no play style AMF or a deep lying forward?
For me, I would say deep line.
All right, so I'm going to put him deep line forward, AMF, so I have one creative playmaker. I mean, no matter what, he's going to be takes gaps in the. No matter what, he's going to be looking for those through balls and shit. And then classic 10, he more just stays put, but he's so playmaker initiates attack near the penalty area and will present himself to score when defending. He refrains from dashing to minimize stimulus. So he's not really going to get back. He more stays in place, which is fine. That's perfect. Counter target. I'd want Samuel Eto'o making those long runs. And then as a whole, man, but he's a whole player. So good from deep. I'd be taking that away. But he's so good, dude. Samuel Eto'o's a beast.
The crazy thing is, like I said, I got Pele as an AMF, but it's a no play style. So to me, it's crazy because he plays as almost like a CMF because he has phenomenal pass, right? So I try and use that to try and bring in, those good through balls that are almost damn near impossible. He be making them.
He drops back.
Yeah, he does, bro. He does. But he don't drop back so far. But that's why I got counter target on him because I want him to stay right there in that middle because he's so quick that when he gets the ball, he'll take off.
Yeah. So it's counter.
And then if Suarez is open, then he can just feed it to him with a good phenomenal pass.
So let's see what this looks like here. Stay in the vicinity of the pub rather than dropping back to help. It means he's. Energy going back and forth. And then Samuel Eto'o would be no play style. So if I'm going to do this with Samuel Eto'o, I would need, so that passing can go down. It's 80. I could bring that down to like 80s. Dude, he's going to be insane.
And that's gonna keep his stamina good too. Make sure you know.
Yeah.
That's to me. Like I said, why I keep them in the middle. I got counter target on Pele. You only get 5 subs, so if I'm able to change Seedorf, Vieira, Yaya, and Hullet, that's 4. And you know what I mean. I might need to switch out one of my strikers. Because I still consider Pele a striker, even though I got him in the AMF role because he's pushing forward constantly. Really, all 5 of them are pushing. I mean, all 4 of them are pushing. Because Vieira stays in the middle center vicinity, sort of.
Yeah. So, dude, I can bring his passing down to 73, 71.
I would, yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
then I could play with all this. So now he has 95 finishing. Really, the pace, this and this can come down 1. Oh, but his offensive awareness.
I would try and put 2 in his tight possession so that can be at 90 because you know the threshold is 90. 90
Yeah.
95.
Yeah, so the dribbling will go up to. So now that's perfect. His pace is insane. His finishing is insane. And now the rest can go. Physical contacts, fine. 75 and above. And then, where do I want to put? Dude, holy shit. So I've been missing out on this, bro. He's like, and he's built to be a striker, by the way. Like he's meant. He's like one of the best strikers ever. So then, offensive awareness, I could bring it up. What were you gonna say?
Then I was saying, or kicking power too. But
yeah,
I mean, it's really good at 88. I just like seeing the blues. Well, for me, I've been going off of other people's ranking and I mean how they build their players, but this is my go-to. If it's at 89, whatever stats, I'll give Konami, they chance to build it. So I'll allocate, right?
Yeah, that's yep.
I'll look at whatever they got that's either 90 or at 89. So if it's at 89, I try and put a point in there to get it to 90. So whatever it is, you know what I mean, to try and get that threshold to where it's at 90.
Right. So balance, I'd like to be at 85 though, over the kicking power. So I would actually bring down
his pace for the kicking power. Yep.
It's not enough, son of a bitch. I would actually bring down. Let's see which one. So get that one up 1. Speed, kicking power, stamina. And then I'll bring up balance 1. Let's see. Perfect. So that's what he's looking like. That's a mother trucking beast right there. And I wish his weak foot, he doesn't use it really, but when he does use it, it's high. So I'll take that. What you don't want is the precision to be low. I wish you use it more regularly for better animations and stuff. I'm sure there's something there, but that's okay. Then these two are literally going to be getting the ball and I'll be triggering runs. So it'll be like up X that I trigger, like L1 type of passes. Pele will be coming back to get the ball of feet, playing between these two. I'm going to try this out. I'm going to see how this goes. But honestly, this looks beastly to me. And then I have these 3 backs, are 3 playing center back. Forgot why I did that, if I really wanted that or not. I honestly don't think I do.
The meta right now, too, is 3-2-3-2. That's a meta, bro. That's the meta. I'm not even going to lie to you.
3 center backs. And then 2 left and right mids or whatever.
It's like
3 center backs, a left and right mid, and then 3 AMFs, and then 2 strikers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to I don't have left and right mids that I want in there right now. This is how I would do it. And I know they're probably playing that for those long diagonal balls. Is probably what they're looking for. If I did that though, I don't really have those left and right backs that I could.
The only one that you do have is Seedorf.
On the left.
Play left midfield.
Yeah, and then right side, Bellingham on the right, who's actually a pretty big beast, honestly. And he's a whole player. So at right mid, I don't think that would affect them. Let me see. Whole player right mid doesn't cover, does it? Oh, it does. Fuck. So he'd be surging forward. So he'd be way more attacking. But I could put, yeah, he'd be more. But that would be fine in a 3-back. So I could do Bellingham and Seedorf as left and right mids. I might try that out too and just test it against this. And the way I would do it is go, wait a second, Maldini and Seedorf. I'd lower his defense, Maldini and Seedorf. And then I'd have... Oh, no, Van Boyten would go away. Then I'd have Maldini, Van Dijk, and Thuram. Sorry. 3, 2. No, the 2 would be the left and right mids. Then I'd have 2 DMFs. So that'd be 5, 3. Yeah, so I'm going to try this out. It's a little more conventional. We'll see. And if not, Van Boyten goes out. And then Van Boyten goes out. And then Seedorf would come in. And then probably Baggio would go out.
Is Dan Burn? Is his what's his form? Is it unwavering or is it standard?
Burn, he is standard. I think he might be unwavering though. Where's it say that? Down here, right?
The very bottom.
I'm not seeing it. I knew it usually says it somewhere though.
Player progression, and then it's at the bottom. I mean, not player progression, and then it should be at the bottom. Standard. Yeah.
Where do you see that at?
Right there where it says characteristics.
Characteristics. It's on my screen right now. Oh, you're behind. I'm behind. There it is. Yeah, he's standard. So he is. What's his form right now? E.
That ain't no good.
Yeah, right. All right, so we're gonna go with this, and then we see in reserves. I had to boost up Gouye. The Silvestri card. Kama. Serginho. I forgot about Serginho, bro.
Right, yeah.
Cross specialist. He would be a left mid, and then the right would be Hold
on, you got Sylvester.
Seedorf.
You didn't get Rude.
Maybe I did. I'll check it. Double to technique. He's already ridiculous dribbling, but that would allow me to put points elsewhere. His defense sucks. I'd have to lower his dribbling to pick up his defense. But let's say I did put him in. Let's just pretend how I would build him like this. There we go. Somebody just said, "What's on?" I don't know who the hell it is. Like, what's Thuram's? 80, 85, 88, 76. I would keep it at that. Passing 91, 88. Do that. Defensive awareness, acceleration. Then that would be his defense. Oh, I need one more. Speed. Speed, kicking power. Stamina. I really don't want to mess with that. I need one more on the defense. Passing. It would have to be the passing or dribbling. Probably dribbling because oh fuck. It's not enough. That's how I do it. Not bad, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Not bad, and he's got cross specialist. But even just for across the field balls, he'd be sick.
Yeah, exactly. Because Roberto is for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to put him as a sub for Dan Burn. Where did my Maldini go? Maldini. There he is.
And
all right.
Another thing, too, the form, bro. We got to start making sure we checking that form.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's us,
Mine are mainly unwavering. Right now, they're all unwavering.
Right, that's good.
All yours are too, though, right?
Yeah, Parma B.
All right, and then, damn, if I did a reserve, I got to go see which center back I'd put. I got to get this Gouye on.
And I ain't even gonna lie, if they on A form, I don't care who on my bench on A form, I put them in.
A form. Does it make a difference?
For me, it does. Because when
they got
A form, bro, they everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's when they just, you be like, okay. You know what I mean? That's when they really shine, bro.
Yeah, that's sick. They get a good little boost.
And everything else. Yeah, they do get a boost. For real.
All right, so then probably go with substitutes. Get Pep out of there. And then I'll go with... Damn, I don't really got a good...
And that's why right now I got 2 goalkeepers on my bench for that particular reason.
Gouye. For what?
For that A form, because whichever goalkeeper has the better form, I throw them in.
You put them in there?
Because sometimes Michael might have a C form and Dita have a B form. If he got a B, I just throw him in there. You know what I mean? But whoever got A, they getting over. I don't care who it is.
Right. Hell yeah. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see how this goes in these. Well, fuck, I'm not even going right to it. I got 2 event games to play, but I'm gonna go for that to start and just kind of test the waters before I go with something crazier. That's more straight up, more common, but as I climb up, I might go with more. I've never been like a meta copier, and the thing is with the 3, so I'll have a solid backing, but then what I like about it is I have that front attacking 4. I still have that ability for that long ball, even if Eto's out chasing, like having 3 players off the middle to work into. So what I'm going to try to really work for, I'm going to rebuild this team now. I'll change this to Barcelona. But what I'll really be going for is those give and goes and passes like that where I'm manually sending like Baggio, Platini, and those guys through. Plus, Platini, Baggio, and Pele are some of the best players on the ball. So when they get the ball, dude, they can do some damage without a doubt. Okay, not nice. So this is who I can play. So in this setup, let's see who there. Casillas, Puig, Mbappe. I want Mbappe in there. Over Villa, though? No, Mbappe. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start with Rivaldo. And I'm gonna start with this. See, this Mbappe's sick, bro. That Mbappe's ridiculous. And that's just the regular. And then I'll put Villa.
Play, that's the crazy thing.
I know I'll put Villa, and I have a pretty good bench from there. But yeah, this will be a good way to start. So whole player, classic. So Platini's a classic 10. Whole player, but instead I have a creative playmaker and then a deep lying forward. But I like whole player better. They're going to be making more forward runs for sure. But either way, it will work somewhat similar. I wish Baggio.
Mbappe's player, it don't even matter what card. To be honest with you, bro, his player ID in this game is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, yeah. And Cruyff might end up beating out Baggio or Platini because of that whole player. We'll see. But you know what? I'm going to test that out because no matter what, Pele is going to be in that central area. I'm going to put Rivaldo there. And then Platini's a classic 10. Actually, no. Rivaldo's just like Platini, classic 10, but Platini's incredible. Cruyff. This is Jude. So Cruyff would go here. This would actually be Pele, but I'll put Jude there. Let's see how Jude does. Whoa. I can't. I have to do it like that. All right, let's see how it goes. But yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully they do get rid of Smart Assist. Dumbest shit ever. As frustrating as this game is, I'm gonna stick with it because like FC right now is in the worst. That patch they did, it's so. All it did was bring out more park the bus, and it's not really changing much because there's a wall of defenders, and then you just get smoked. You don't have to worry about it. You just keep your defenders in shape. There's so many in the way. You just end up sitting there until your opponent runs into you, or eventually you're going to get a pass no matter what to you because there's so many players, and then they're just spamming a through ball to one player. Typically a big, strong striker that can just run through players. It's just the dumbest shit ever. I definitely don't want to go back to that. And once you play this with the pace of the game, too, it's just so much more realistic. It's hard to go back, despite all the bullshit and dumb shit in here. So, but yeah, good shit, Phil. Great stuff, man.
Nah, for sure, bro. Like I said, I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, man. We're going to get to work. We'll get to... You're still there, right? Yeah, okay. We're gonna get to working too. Like, we'll play each other, but this time set up. Not like we'll set it up and like go like, all right, now you just attack me this half. I'll just attack you, and then once you get it, give it. Yeah, we'll get that going too. Maybe tomorrow. But I appreciate your time, dude. That was good shit, man.
For sure, bro. No problem. Anytime. I'm still watching. I'm on.
Hell yeah, good shit, guys. Hey, shout out to Big Phil Mo. Try to, hopefully we can try to get him to start a channel soon. Good shit, and I'll talk to you soon, brother. Phil's the man, bro. Phil is the man. He never played football, too. He's a fan of the game, a true football. He's like a PES player at heart. If you think about what a PES player is, like, he truly just loves the game of football and wanted to learn it and play it the right way, dude. Like, super, that's the type of person that, like, I love to communicate with. And it's crazy because I could not break his team down, and then he was doing these moves. So I thought he was a rat. I didn't realize I was playing him, right? I'm going, this motherfucker, like, because I was like, he has to know how to get my defender to do that. How does he know how to do that? But then I tested it with Baggio and stuff, and it's just an anime. It's just, you just do these skill moves, and it happens. He clearly didn't mean to. And I would have known that if I knew I was playing him. I didn't know. But yeah, that setup he has is sick too with the left and right mids, man. He's a Division I player, so he knows his shit. He's someone that I worked with for a while, man. The last time we played, we tied 1-1, but it was like I had like 80% possession. And this time, it's like totally different because he actually puts the work in. Right? Oh. Alright, so we're going to see what it's like playing no smart assist versus a player with it. Takes too long to shoot. There it is. 1-0. Corazon Rivaldo. Beautiful football, working it around, figuring it out. Not the most natural. I got my wing back involved. Man, my allergies have absolutely started kicking my ass. Oh, of course. So he quit playing because I scored 1 goal. Come on, bro. What's this going to be? Some glitcher that quits but I get the loss or some shit? Somebody said hi on here, but I don't know who they are. So if you're on stream, what's up, buddy? I just can't talk right now. Oh, I have Smart Assist off now. So now I can learn my skill moves and do what I want. Step overs are hilarious in this. I can't wait till they bring R9 and see us. I need to get the ball roll on certain players. I wonder how that is. Oh, I need to the special double touch. I forgot how to do that even. Hold on and see. There we go. I want to register every time. That's weird. Alright, good. You quit. Quit. Hopefully. You never know with this crap, huh? There we go. One more game and then we finished all events. Caught up to all of them. The Romario Cup. That'll be good to prepare for that too with no AI helping. I had to test out, so forward side is double touch, but what's side forward? playing with the regular Barca team. You can't underestimate anybody, though, because sometimes these mofos are good.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Hoy se enfrentan
All right, here we go. Good. Oh, it was there too. I should have done a move right off the reception like this. Well, that wasn't a very good move. Ah! Silly me. Oh, that could have been bad. Aye. Nice cross, nice try. Oh, bops. Ah, come on. Yeah, Smart Assist definitely changes a lot. It's crazy. And then just to think about players playing it, but that's okay. Such a joke that Konami put us in this position, man. I can't even believe it. I would think FC would do something like that before Konami. They ask for their own, like, people who give them shit. It's their own fault. Interesting. Oh, what the hell he was doing there. It worked out, though. Yeah, yep. I knew the skills they had. I make sure all my guys have it, but I just didn't know how to do the special double touch. I forgot for a sec. Now I do, though. It's this. He doesn't have it, but it's... Oh, come on. Offsides? Penalty. Yeah, my Cruyff Baggio has it. Cruyff Baggio, Platini. I don't know if Eto does. Oh, I have to lock in the direction first. Always do that wrong. Rivaldo's kind of dirty, dude. Rivaldo's kind of dirty. It's got to be a penalty, right? I really like how Rivaldo feels. This dude's hilarious. Good turn. Oh. Nice, Kabarsi. Oh my gosh. What a ball. Look at this. I should have passed it at one more time because he has so many guys back. Yeah, I know. The sliding tackle's ridiculous. That's why he's doing it all the time. Watch this. Watch this. I see it. Yes! Oh! Oh! Boys! Oh my god. Yeah, this player is going to do it the entire game. You like that one, boys? How'd you like that? What a set play. That might be a new one for the bag. Look at this. Oh my god, dude. That was so nice. We had to watch it twice. That was sick. Way better than the corner kicks and shit that you get in other games. That was a dirty play, boys. That was a dirty play. Dirty play. Dirty. Alright, let's see this. That was a cold pass too. That was Rivaldo pass. Kabarsi doing work, boy. Oh my gosh. Nice little tackle back. Like how my defender slowed down too. Look at his speed, dude. I did a skill move, it didn't register. Nice turn. Nice skill move again. Oh. Look at that. Oh, it was almost an alley-oop again. You can do some crazy stuff, boy. Man, if only they had player lock or manual runs, it would be ridiculous.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que hay plazas disponibles para alquilar
Cruyff in there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2 será reemplazado por el dorsal 17.
Come on. You can easily tell when Smart Assist is off. I've been testing it out and playing, and you know, good. He moved his keeper. I'll go near post next time. Should have done the play again, but he saw it. I got this one. What a ball. What a ball. Don't run through. I didn't even through ball that on purpose. Look at this. Bellingham's sick, bro. Holy shit. Bellingham's sick and Rivaldo's sick. Now, I know I'm playing against just a regular old Barca team, but Bellingham's always been sick. Yeah, it's solid, dude. It's solid. Those three AMFs help a lot. So here it is. Check it out. Oh, damn it. He's not used to the eFootball. Here it is. Oh, one more pass. Bellingham, bro. Dude, Bellingham might end up in there. He would be a great wing midfielder, dude. Holy shit. Phil, he would be great for your setup. Oh, you fucking kidding me? I gotta remember it's still only 1-0. But that's alright, I'm having fun. It's a good testing game, dude. If you don't practice in these games, when are you gonna practice? Dude, I try to wait to a perfect time, but I gotta remember that delay. There's a more delay in this, way more than what do you call it? FC, and like I gotta remember that. Yeah, see, no, that's Cruyff playing underneath Mbappe. Mbappe came and got it. That was huge. The way those two play off of each other, I like it.
El dorsal 25.
Oh, I tried to do a skill move. I'm going to try to do a flick up. Militao. It worked again almost. Damn it. Those plays are sick, bro. I love it. Quit. I feel so bad. Yeah, dude, out of all the players you had, I don't know how you didn't get him. Did you skip him? I forgot which pack he was in, but he's sick. Na, 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 na. He's just dominant. He's so good on the ball as he gets it taken. Hey, don't hurt my boy. Why is this dude wasting his time, though? I don't get it. Weird seeing him in a Barca kit, by the way.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Oh, I wanted to hit a long-range rip with him. He's right. Dude, Shofar was right, man. Shofar, I wish you were on, bro. You were right. When I took my finger off the left, it shields. You were right, bro. When I took my finger off of the left trigger, or it sounds like you just got to just not sprint. Let's see. This dude just wants to keep playing, I guess. Alright, we'll grant him his wish. He took out my Valdo.
Cambio de jugadores.
Oh. The hell? That was weird. Yeah, dude. He's really good. It'd be interesting to play him. He's a whole player. If I do that left and right setup, he's in there for sure. Alright, that completes everything. I don't even know. Is he on my bench right now? Yeah, of course. No, when I took my finger off left stick, the dribbling. So when I was dribbling with him with Bellingham, and then I took my finger off left stick, it auto shielded. It was kind of dope. And then I started dribbling again. So when you're dribble, then just stop moving. Just take your finger off of this left stick, and it will shield. So say you're in a position where the player's coming hard, take your finger off of the moving, and it will automatically put your body in between your opponent and the ball. Then you can start dribbling again. It's sick. I wanted to try it last night, and I didn't. All right, let's get one game tested out, and then we're going to probably call it a night. eFootball League. Win, lose, or draw. No smart assist whatsoever. Da, 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 da. Mourinho. He's got that right card. Free to play team, I respect it. Van Basten up top, big boy up top. Oh, look at the Brazil warm-ups. Gotta love it. Capello. Fabio Capello. What's Capello's nationality, bro? What is Capello? Somebody, Phil, what's Capello's nationality, if you don't mind looking that up real quick? I forgot. Ah, you lucky prick. Good. No, see? Man, give me a break. Right into him, eh? Look what he's going for. It's just such a joke. It's hilarious. Italian, that's right. Dude, his name's so Italian. That's hilarious. I don't know how I forgot. Holy Turam. Thought he was going to push up because he's not a very skilled player. Oh my god, look at this. Perfect delay for this dude. Yeah, the little delay that I don't like. That's one thing FC did do well. There it is. Wrong player, but we'll take it. Dude, I'm getting good at them set pieces. I'm getting good at them set pieces, baby. Good. Come to it. Good. You're in. You're in. Oh, he didn't cut hard enough to the goal. This dude just forces shit. Look at this. See, he thinks I'm going to be a rat like him, but I'm not. There it is. Good. Turn him. Good. Oh. Now I'll go in the air. There it is again. Oh, no way. You lucky prick. See, dude, I hate this bullshit. All these losers do, bro. It's all these losers do is play those. So why wouldn't I turn on Smart Assist? Or just not play the game? You know what I mean, guys? It's just so stupid. They just force the through ball the whole time. It's Smart Assist, bro. It's Smart Assist the whole time. It's Smart Assist the whole time, dude. I'm done. Fuck eFootball. What's the point of this, Phil? What's the point of this? Seriously. What is the point of this? I'm not going to quit against this guy, but it's the stupidest game I've ever seen. Stupidest game. You try to play football and have fun, and then losers like this make it pointless. Losers. Period. That's all it is. I'll just play it the whole time. I'm just going to through ball every time. They're just losers, bro. That's all it is. That's how you score a real football goal, little bitch. Pointless ass loser. I'm going to make sure I tell him to. Hold on. 38 minutes ago. He's not. I'm not even matching with him. He's probably a fucking. Let me see. Cross-platform, of course. Fucking loser. I hope he somehow ends up on the stream. Sometimes they do. If you are on the stream, just know you're the biggest loser in the world, bro. Wasting your time so AI can get you goals by pressing one button in an automatic through ball. No creativity, no nothing. You're a fucking loser. You are. Look at you. You don't even know how to play football. You are a complete and utter piece of trash. Literally, if they did a case study, I guarantee you end up some minimum wage job or some shit. Guaranteed. Look, you don't even know what to do. You don't even know how to play football, bro. Yeah, now I got it on. Now what? Now what, bitch? Now what are you gonna do? Smart assist that, pussy. Pointless. Pointless. All the fun goes away, but oh, you lucky little bitch. There it is. Yeah, now what, motherfucker? I'm just gonna pepper you till I score. Yeah. Notice you have no chance now. You should have just played football. Then you could have maybe had a chance to breathe. Now I'm just gonna overwhelm you. Treat you like the piece of shit that you are. Yes, I truly do feel this way about rats. It's not a lie. Ah, no! Good. Oh, you can turn crossplay off in... I didn't think you could in eFootball, bro. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, all those guys are losers for sure. Remind me after the game, Phil, if you remember. If not, I'll try to remember. He's still playing those balls despite me having the two midfielders. Speaking of Bellingham. I'm gonna put him at CMF in there. I'm gonna do it like this. See what I can create out of this. Keep those triangles there. 4-2-1-3. Bellingham CMF. There we go. I didn't feel like the two stopped enough. That was supposed to go to square, by the way, of course. Look at this, dude. Oh my god, what the fuck? Look at it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh my god. He got lucky as shit. There it is. Ha ha ha! Eat that. What a run. Pele's so special, bro. It's ridiculous. Goodbye, Thuram. Ah, I didn't mean to stop. I super canceled on accident. Gave him a corner. Come on, Van Boyden. Make yourself useful. You're in there. Make yourself useful. He's such a presence, though. He's so big. He's not... Well, that was good. He just stood there. You're in. Ah, not creative enough. Come on. Good. There it is, goal. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Eat that, pussy. Yeah, dude, guys, unfortunately for me, like, by the way, hats off to Big Phil, because he deals with this shit and keeps Smart Assist off. That's crazy, bro. I can't let these losers get that. Like, it's like I want to punish them, you know? I'm more vindictive. Phil is a good dude. I'm an evil bastard. Well, if I love you, I love you, but rats, they can rot in their own shit. Because it's what they stand for. It's what they stand for. Shortcuts. Like let's compete. Me versus you and see who's better at football. Maybe. What? Baggio? What? What a ball. Was that Bells? Was that Bellingham? Pele? Who played that? But it's what they stand for, bro. All the shortcuts. Look at that dribbling, bro. Yes, goal. Eat that. See the difference, though? It's just night and day. Because, guess what? All those passes I'm making, when like, I'm playing football still, right? I'm scoring beautiful goals. But Smart Assist makes sure it's, like, the perfect pass. You see what I mean? Oh, here comes the... You know it's coming, guys. The 5 players across the front. Watch. Close. I was close when I said that. But watch, he's gonna turn to like wingers. So all I gotta do though is go like, wait, he can't play DMF though, can he? No. He'll shoot forward. I'm out of my subs. Oh well. Oh, I was gonna toy with them. Can't play around. Eto hasn't done much this game though, by the way. Doesn't mean he's not a good player. Oh, you little bastard. I stopped on purpose. Now I'm just toying with him. This is what you get when you're a rat. Yeah. Well, it's easy to eat up. It's easy to eat up. I'll eat it up with my setup, bro. I know he's not the best player. Trust me. And he didn't have the best players. But all he's looking for is that left midfielder to the striker. That's what he's looking for. So I got a little plan for that. I'm going to pull my AMFs out wider. I'm going to see if I can't get that. So he's got 3 center backs, the left and the right mid. He's got what? 2? Did he have 2 defensive midfielders? The one striker runs onto the ball. I'll look at it again on stream after. We'll break this game down. I want to do that just to see the positioning. It'll be good to see. It's that diagonal ball. That diagonal ball is automatic from the winger. That's what it is. That's what they're doing every time. They need to nerf it. It's so stupid. It slows your defense down. I'm wanting to see how he attacks, so I'm just kind of... You guys see what I'm doing. So I think I have an answer. Dude, Bellingham in that left midfield role, though, would be sick. See, I hate going to the meta, but that ball is so, like, OP. You kind of have to, you know what I mean? And then you notice how he just forces it, too? That's the other thing. Like, bro, like, what would be the point of that? He's just going for that same pass over and over. And look when he doesn't. He doesn't know how to play. So to the wing midfielder, and then they're playing that diagonal. But is that because he had link-up play, or is that just the on-pass no matter what? I think it's just the on-pass no matter what. Undefeated still. Not playing the meta. So he's got it set up kind of like this. 3 backs. 2 wing midfielders. The striker. Let's go look at it. Let's go check it out. By the way, that set play goal is sick. Alright, I'll tell you in just a sec. There you go. Jose Mourinho, he does have link-up play. I think. I'm pretty sure he came out during the big release, during the... He was like the first link-up play manager, and they gave us a Morum, but we could buy Mourinho. Correct, Phil? And he was playing the ball to Gnabry, and then Gnabry was playing it into Bastion. So, see, he does have the 3 forwards. It was working for him perfectly, but he has one as a prolific winger into... What's Mourinho's? That prolific winger into the center forward, I think, right? Let's see. They should have a place where you can see it. They should have it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Is this Mourinho? That's a Morum's got the aggressive crossing. That's right. But what does Mourinho have? Yeah, left mid to center forward. See, hold on. That's the crossing. But he's got the Mourinho one, I think. Let's see what Mourinho's is. Mourinho's isn't the crossing too, is it? Wish I could find Mourinho's. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the old manager. Okay. So that's just a regular ball then, so you don't need link-up play for it. But he was playing this ball constantly. It was either one of these two to him. But he changed his setup as we went, and I'm going to go to it. The one that Phil's talking about. But this ball into his center forward was super meta. He's playing the exact same way I was playing. The exact same way I had it set up before I switched to 3 attacking mids. And then when I started whooping his ass, I went back to this. Except for I didn't have a left... I had 2 SS's, not left winger. Basically the same thing, though. And then he switched what Phil was saying the meta is here. Hold on, let's go to it. Then he got that easy... Those balls like slow down your defender. You cannot defend them. It's so stupid. They just play it over and over. They get their ass kicked. It's kind of FC status. They'll get their ass kicked. They get the ball, and they just immediately spam that ball. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that. So stupid. I had the run on him, and your defenders slow down, bro. I'm going to show you one more time. Off my corner, he does this. Your defender slows down. Like Van Dyke, this Van Dyke's got like 80-something pace. And with that head start, look at this head start. I'm going to show you it. Look it. That's the head start. But you can feel it when you're running backwards. Even Turam being right there, dude. And watch him just slow down. Watch this. Van Basten ain't no speed demon, bro. I bet you part of me thinks Van Dyke might even be faster. Look, and they just slow down. Now, I know taking my goalie out didn't help, but what a touch, by the way. But that was easy. I basically gave it. But I knew he took that touch because he saw my goalie coming out. But I knew if I didn't, he was clean through. Still shouldn't have took the goalie, but I was so mad because you can feel your defender slow down. That's why I manually controlled them because I knew they do that stop thing. So at least I took that, but even that didn't work. And he does that twice. Same ball, look. Stolen. Boom. Winger. So Sergio. And then he just plays it. It doesn't matter. They all do it. It's just a blind ball. No matter where your forward is, when they play this ball, they get to it. Oh, are you sure? No, wait. No, it looks here like he was... It looks here like... I think he was using that regular 4-2. Because see, look at his three-pronged forwards. I think he did keep the 4-1-2-3. I'm pretty sure. We'll check. We'll watch the gameplay a little bit. But either way, this ball comes here. But I wonder if you have to have wingers for that ball to trigger. Or if two AMFs just placed out wider will work. That's the question. Because that's all they do. It don't matter where your forward is. It's the dumbest thing in the world. But as you could see, it didn't matter. Even with that, I was way better than him. I started kicking his ass, you know. All right, so here it is. This is his second one. Watch this. Ready? Now, I shouldn't have pulled my Thuram up. This was a huge defensive error by me. This was a huge defensive error, but I thought he was going to take a touch to run into me. I should have realized, though, like, dipshit. No, he is playing a 4-2-1-3. Look. He wasn't playing that. He went to the meta shit after. Look, you could clearly see it. 4, his defensive mid plays the ball to one of his AMFs. His DMF is one of his AMFs, sorry. That's his one AMF playing to his other one. Then out to the one. This is the 4-1-2-3, which is exactly what I play. And I wonder, though, I just don't spam this because I'm not a loser, but I wonder if two AMFs... two SSs. He only did it with Nabry, who, let's remember, he has crossing specialists or whatever. But I wonder if he had to. I wonder if he put an SS in there, if he'd be too far inside. He might be too far inside. Although I've seen players sneak that through ball in from here, too. They just kind of lay it in there. And then your forward will outrun the defender. It's some smartest bullshit. So watch this. So he scored his only 2 goals playing the regular setup. Once he went to the meta setup, he never scored again after this. So that's good to know. So he scored those 2 goals out of the same setup as me. The only difference is I have both set up on SS like his Mbappe. He has one left wing, which is where both of these balls. Now, was that by chance, or is there some stupid eFootball shit where, if you have a left winger, they'll trigger that ball, kind of like the speed boost you get when you're attacking down the wings, because they wanted to get wing play back in their game. But but I could try it. But even if you have it, let's say I have, the way I was doing it is these two, he would just be tucked in a little bit more, right? He would have been probably up here. And then this ball, he would have took the space, and then it would have slipped through to one of these three. Because really, that two defensive mids didn't help me for shit. If you notice, well, one, they're way too far up. And I don't have them on anchoring. So here's my back four. Where are my defensive midfield? Oh, it was a corner. That's the only reason. But even with two defensive mids, they would have been like right here. Maybe when Thuram went up, I could have brought Vieira back. But even if Vieira's by himself, he could cover. So I think I'm going to go back to the one defensive mid, at least for now. I still almost got it. Look, I tried to get him offside after that. He was offside. Oh, he played it just in time, I think. God dang it. And look at the slowdown. He don't even look like he's sprinting. So that ball in wasn't even good defense by me, but it was just so frustrating because you know it's coming. So then I want to go off on him and I can't. And then I just started whooping his ass. Then I just toyed. Playing good football, by the way, too. Here I was still a little frustrated. Once I got going, this is where it's at. Let's take a look. This is where I said nope to two defensive mids. Did I go to it yet? Did I go to his formation or no? I was doing some with mine. There it was. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Oh, my gosh. There it is right there. 2 DMFs. Left, right, mid. 1 AMF, 2 center forwards. So he did go to the meta thing because he wanted to play that. So it blocks the through balls of 2 DMFs. And he's got his defense pushed up more. Which I don't think that really matters, but maybe. So I'll show you what I'm cooking up here. Show you what I'm cooking up. DMFs. So 1 DMF. So you need 3. I think Eto's better in the center, but I like both of these two in the center. That's the only reason I'm doing something like this, because I like both these two. Regularly very high, so we could use either foot. Now Platini is a classic 10 SS or AMF. Yeah, so it would have to be like this. I like deep lying forward. Is an AMF. Yeah, Baggio's through ball here, because he's just playing a triangle, just a diagonal through ball. Yeah, Beckenbauer would come in for Van Boyten. And then I remember Declan was a beast too. Box to box beast. Bring Vinny back. So it'd be like this. See, SS's can go way out wide, bro. Damn, SS's can go way out wide. Let's test it. And then, damn, I really like Bellingham. Dude, maybe I go with Bellingham as like a right mid to block that off. And I could switch him to either side where it's strong, bro. That might be a good idea. But unfortunately, he goes from 105 to 95, if he's right. I could always sub in then Serginho, though. I added that wing mid. Oh, dang it. Come on, give a left mid. Dang it. Oh, he can play defensive mid now. Nice. Well, what I want to try to do is block that man mark that if they play in that setup, I'm going to bring Bellingham in to man mark him. Because then Bellingham will toast him and he can get up and down the line. But I won't start with that. 'Cause, you know what I mean? That will be an option. And then I also have on the left side Serginho for now. But to begin, we'll go Cruyff. Who's more central. I mean, look at this, bro. I mean, god damn, boy. And they both have great low passes, so that diagonal through ball. So something like that is what I'm thinking. No play style. Wait a second. Why don't I make Samuel Eto'o an SS? Why doesn't anybody ever do that? Or would a no play style center forward work? Because then he's just going to make runs, always be making runs. That's what I want. I would rather, because then his whole player kicks in, always surges towards goal. Or is there a reason you wouldn't do that? Do you know about Phil? Because if I put... Man, I mean, Pele would be good out here, but I like him in the middle on the ball. Yeah, I'm saying I'm going to keep Samuel Eto'o there. So you like that, or should I put center forward? What would you do? I'm thinking that's the answer. Let's get one more in. No, 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 no. All right. Who do we got, boy? Why do some of these guys keep their eFootball thing? Isn't that weird? Oh, I didn't turn off crossplay. Fuck. This is a PlayStation guy, but I gotta remember to do that. Holy, older team. This is definitely a meta. He's gonna look for Zoboslai to Dahari for sure. I feel like this is gonna be a ringer. He's got the link up play going. All right, let's see how it looks. And if that play to one of the wingers gets crazy, I either put one of the two, Serginho or Bellingham to man mark and play left or right mid. Good turn. Ha 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 ha! Oh, baby. God damn, I'm calling in sick tomorrow, boys. My company can wait. I gotta watch that through ball, though. Remember that through ball. I remember that wing to through ball. Good turn. I keep doing those sharp turns. Look at this. Yes. It's there. That through ball's on. It went to feet there, though. I played X. Good. I was on it that time. You're in. I'm loving this setup, boys. I'm loving it. And like I said, if I have to, I pull out one of my attacking mids. And then, or I could pull out whoever I wanted, but I pull out one of my, whatever the winger is, and put either Bellingham in or Serginho. Oh, it didn't go automatically there. Oh. That was bullshit. I hate those. Good. No! Dude, that was too Platini all the way on the other side. That makes me mad. I would have been mad if he scored that too. That was a weird little glitch play. I played that all the way to Platini square, dude. That's football, boys. Oh, the delay. I hate this stupid shit, bro. These stupid ass bastards. That's going to piss me off so much, but we're going to just keep beating them. You're in. Good. See, this is what I love. Ha 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 ha! Eto's a freaking beast. He's got a good size on him, right? He's got good size, so stride's good, but not so big that he's what would you call it, clumsy on the ball or anything, because some of those bigger guys, even in eFootball, can feel a little heavier on the ball, and his finishing is like as good as anybody's in the world. So he's built to be a king striker. He is. He can get up there and challenge for anything. I mean, I think I got a setup that works perfect for how I want to play football, as well as that works for the meta. That's stupid delay. See, I should be able to play that pass quicker. Good, Beckenbauer. That's where he's better than Van Boyten. His quickness there. He's on my touches big time. All the way out wide, I like it. Look at this. Good, Pele. I knew he was going to dive in. Oh, good football. Playing like kings this game, boys. Playing like kings. Dude. I will say they got... Oh, my God. Tricked him. I tricked him. I will say they got to make those skill moves where it's that explosive even without smart assist. That's a big thing that changes. Like the skill moves when you do them, because I think it's because it's two parts, they're not nearly as explosive. Good trickery on faking my goalie out, by the way. I know I sound douchey giving myself a compliment, but yeah, I got you, buddy. Good luck winning this head ball. Yeah, you kind of won it. Should have sent Vieira somewhere where it'd be a mismatch, a bigger mismatch. Oh, you lucky prick. I gotta learn to let go of X. No! Gotta learn to let go of X when it's not on. Because when you lost a duel in this, you lost a duel. There's no, like, tussle back and forth. That's what I don't like. Like, there's no tussle back and forth. So I gotta learn to let go and then change to another defender. Because then usually if you're in a tussle that long, you're gonna start getting the better of it. It's just an old FC habit, but that's what we're here to break, that kind of stuff. And then I gotta learn to let the AI do more as well. That's hard as well because FC did 100% make the defending more manual this year. And so coming from FC, what the hell, Baggio? Here it is. Let's see if this is on. It was on. I don't know if it was on like the same way as their auto through balls. Good turn. You're in. Nope, it's got to be link-up play for those ones at least. Notice how the defenders conveniently win it there, though. Good ball. That was silly. I screwed that up. That's the other thing. The attackers dead stop when you go to shoot, and in FC they don't. I gotta get used to that. Oh my god, look at this explosive. Dude, that's what Phil did to me yesterday. Well, the difference was, though, Phil did a skill move that sent my defender 100 feet. And the thing with Pele is once he gets going, bro, it's like they did a great job with his player ID because that's how explosive he was in real life. You'd see him just getting through. And, like, Phil would do this skill move, like, I'll try to show you. So I had the ball mainly right in this area against Phil. And then he'd win it, like, around here. Right? And then he got it up into Pele, and he would do like this. Well, that was a skill. He was trying to do a spin move, I think, like that. But he did this, a more simple move. But my defender, like, went flying like that. Did you see Van Dijk there? His Van Dijk did it. See what I'm saying? Did you see that, Phil? Did you see his Van Dijk? That's what my defender did, too. But I think he might have actually pressed tackle, too. R2 also. What's R2, buddy? R2. Super cancel? Dude, I aimed that like FC where I put it all the way to the top. I changed it at the very end. Maybe that worked. I don't know. Why wouldn't they give me advantage? Why wouldn't they give me advantage there? Bahari looks like Manny Pacquiao. But he did that skill move, dude. Semi-defender. But, hey, did you see his defender went flying? They got to get rid of those animations like that, bro. Van Dijk has never done that in his life. His Van Dijk. I did a skill move, and then... See how he runs like 6 yards past? They all do it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Platini. See, they got to make it to where that's more accessible to do that shit without just... You have to have... Smart assist. Look at this. Did you see that turn, bro? There it is. What kind of chip was that? I chipped that. I chipped that. That was not a chip. Was that a chip? Cruyff, you fucker. I'm trying to bury this dude. Wrong skill move. See, like Phil said, sometimes it does that. It's 50-50. But that turn Platini did was so sick. Dude, Cruyff. What are you doing, bro? You're having a mare. This dude's like, what division am I in? Nice block. Oh. I'm making my rule. It has to be shot outside the box. You know how you're beating teams when you grow up and your coach's like, you got to shoot weak-footed. Then you score still, and they're like, all right, now you got to shoot with your head only. Like, what? My teammates can't even cross. We're 8. Where did I... Oh, I want to send... If he lets me, he might. So let's pretend I was doing this. I would go... Say it was a left mid. I would do it like this. This is what it would look like. And then I would go to team... Sorry, tactics, individual instructions, defense, man marking. And I would do Serginho, and he would mark whoever. You see what I'm saying? Right midfielder, whoever that is. Right, I do it like this, man marking. So now, I'm marking his Frankowski. Let's say his Frankowski was dangerous. So let's see how that works. Vieira's defensive, stays put. Should probably put anchoring on him too, honestly. It's a good tester. He got his Maguire red card. I didn't even notice that. Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend. How to save a life. How to save a life.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 24. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 27.
Yeah, Phil, and I might have to change it, you know, like as the game goes on. But for now, this works out for me, but I'm going to keep in mind your left and right mid because your setup was so sick. I want to see how Serginho does too. Ah. What the hell? Why did Pele miss that? Look at Serginho. Oh, he didn't play it to his wing mid because I was on him. Oh, sorry, buddy. That's the thing I should do. You don't have to move them because they don't expect you to go short. Super canceled too early. I'm an idiot. I meant to pass it and then super canceled to Serginho, and it's super canceled my...
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh! Hell yeah, boys. That's a good way to end the night right there. Shout out to Big Phil. Great breakdown of the meta. Great job refreshing me on everything, bro. I appreciate you. It's great to see how far you've come along. You're an absolute beast, dude. I look forward to working with you. I want to watch your gameplay. I think that's what we're going to do, dude. If you're down, if you can handle the pressure, I want you to play a game while I commentate for the channel, bro. Just to show people how it works, like how much it can help having different perspective, different insight, right? Because you helped me a ton tonight, so and I want to be able to help. You've been taking a break, so I want to work with you a lot. Let's fast track this and get to be the best we can be at eFootball, bro. Try to take out these little rats, especially not like with where you're at. Okay, will do, buddy. Good shit, man. Thanks for all the help tonight. Thanks for everybody who stopped by, tuned in, the whole nine, bro. You guys are the best, man. Phil, you have a good one, bro. Thanks a lot. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. I can't wait already. Peace out, guys.